Ohio! Congratulations to the hometown Cleveland Indians going up 1-0 over Chicago Cubs. 6-0. Not a game last night.
Who saw this coming?
This is nobody in Chicago. This is the Bennington Show. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
I am Ron Bennington. A major Thanksgiving announcement coming up in just moments. But Chris Stanley, tough loss that first night. You had nothing. Nobody could get a stick on the ball.
That was a problem, but also the umpires. I don't know what their strike zone was last night, where they're just giving it to the fucking Cleveland. They're just giving it to Cleveland.
Giving it to the fucking Cleveland.
No. Chris, no.
Good. You're taking the Donald Trump way of blaming everybody but yourself.
We got the loss out of the way.
Yeah.
Now 4 in a row, Ron.
All right, thanks to the umpires.
You know what?
4 in a row.
Take this broom out of the studio, please.
This dusty broom.
This is a ladder day sweep, all right?
That's not a latter day sweep. The sweep only counts if it's not 4 in a row.
Yeah, it's no
the first
sweep.
4.
Ron, what's my shirt say, Ron?
It says Chicago North Side.
North Side boy.
Pure baseball.
That's right.
Pure baseball. And then a weird kind of thing underneath of it, which I don't even understand.
Is that almost like a Pabst Blue Ribbon logo?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
It's for us North Side boys.
Well, congratulations to Cleveland. Jumped off right from the get. I mean, right from the beginning of the game.
Lester had some nerves. He got him out of the way. It's fine. You get one bad game out of the way, smooth sailing from here on in.
Let's not be Nostradamus. Let's just announce what happened. A 6-0 beatdown.
That's what happened.
I'm not saying the Cubs are going to lose this. I'll be watching this whole series.
No way.
But none of us wanted to see it start out. Well, I guess Cleveland fans. But the rest of us would have liked to have seen a nice stress-filled night.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a little back and forth, a little excitement. Instead, I just felt very sad. I felt sad.
I didn't feel sad. I just felt like, well, at least I can sit here, watch the game, and do some show prep for tomorrow's Tom Segura. All right, we wanted to make this announcement, and it's completely exciting. The Thanksgiving show is on this year. That's at the Hard Rock. We do it for homeless people or listeners. And, I mean, if there's not enough listeners, we'll go out and get homeless people.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a night of entertainment with us, plus a full turkey dinner with all the spread on Hard Rock, Johnny. Is it pumpkin pie? Is that where we go with this?
Oh, yeah.
Pumpkin.
So there's one choice of pie. It's going to be a fun night. Gail is putting the... So give me the dates on that, Gail.
The date for the Bennington Family Thanksgiving is Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City.
Now, the poster has been designed, and we're giving out free signed posters, not, from everybody that's going to be there. But this is designed from Brian from Comedy Artwork. And there it is. It's basically the Last Waltz poster.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that great?
Sick.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be in the band.
You're in the band now.
I'm in the band.
Basically, the only recognizable one there.
No.
I know who I am right away.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on the right. That's me.
To me, it looks like Gail and 3 Rons.
Wait, that's Chris on the right?
Yeah, I'm on the right? I'm next to Gail.
One on the right. Wait, I don't even know right now.
No.
Because you also look like you're on the right and the left.
No, I'm definitely on the right. That's my hair. I'm on the right.
I can tell that I'm next to Gail because there's some form to my jacket. But that's it.
That's me on the right, because on the left, Chris is like, I'm more filled out and big and stocky. Obviously, that's Chris on the left. I'm on the right.
With a more beer belly shape.
Yes, Chris is the beer belly. I'm on the right, just circular.
I don't want this to come down to who's who. We're announcing, go to the iBang right now for your chance to sign up. Is going to be, it's our funnest night of the year.
It's going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun.
I can't wait.
Johnny?
Yeah.
Bennington's.
We're so excited. This is our favorite event of the year.
I am so excited to do this. This is also my favorite event of the year.
You say that, but I don't know whether you mean it.
No, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It is absolutely my favorite. Why wouldn't it be my favorite?
That's very nice of you. Seriously. We're going to have a blast that night. We did. Does it make everybody feel like the last year went so fast, though?
It went really fast. That just
like
happened.
a year.
Thanksgiving just happened. We just had that show.
Remember what a nice, light, warm night that was, too?
Yeah.
We were up on top of the marquee.
It was beautiful out.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to happen, though. I think it's going to be a cold night. It's already so cold.
It's already cold, but it hadn't been cold before that night, right?
So
Yeah. That's what I like to call Cleveland Indian summer.
Thanksgiving was warm.
Look, Trump got out and said, I'm glad Newt Gingrich had a fight with Megyn Kelly. Here's where Newt fucked up, because women hate this. He started pointing. Never point at a woman. They despise that.
Really don't like it.
Why is that?
It's very aggressive. It's like an aggressive penis on the end of your hand, just pointing.
But I was actually thinking of this when I was watching it. Newt doesn't point at guys. For some reason, men point at women, but we don't point at each other.
no,
I mean, me and you have had fights before, Chris. We never pointed at each
I would
other.
never think like,
No.
hey, Ron,
No.
I'm pointing.
This impression of yourself yelling.
That's how I yell, though. That's how I yell. Ah, fuck you! I'm pointing the finger at you! This poster is fantastic.
It's gorgeous.
It really is the band, The Last Waltz looking poster. What is that giant white thing in the middle of a really beautifully put together poster?
I can't really tell. It's like a smudge.
All the little chicks. So, Johnny, this is going to be fantastic. We're all looking forward to it. Date again, Gail.
That is Monday, November 14th, 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City. And how do you get tickets, Chris?
You go to theinterrobang.com or email benningtongigs@gmail.com.
Oh, that's the email we used last year.
That's the email we used last year.
But
yeah.
we don't use it for anything else.
No, I don't know why.
Why don't
I think I like it.
Yeah,
I
we
like the
should,
Bennington gigs.
we should use it all the time.
benningtongigs@gmail.com.
We're
Bennington
gigging.
gigs. Bennington gigs. I think it's very funny that you guys don't know who's who in the poster.
I cannot tell you how much I believe I'm on the right. Like, that's my hair. That, like, the head on the left, on the form on the left is Vito, because that's Vito's head.
And Vito, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think that's obviously me on the right, because like I said, I'm a more rotund, square, circular figure. I don't know why I said rotund and square.
I think they're both rotund, square, circular figures.
But
I mean,
there is,
the two look the same. It's not like one of them looks better than the other.
I like that both of you are arguing right now, like, I'm not the pear-shaped one, you're the pear-shaped one. I'm the all-around.
Wait, so you think the one on the left is more pear-shaped?
Yeah, because there's like kind of more hips and gut situation.
That's more of a beer
where
belly.
where the figure on the right, barrel-chested.
Barrel-chested, but very sloppy. I mean, it just looks like wearing a shawl.
And that's me, Ron. You know that's me.
Yeah.
That's my look.
You have my chest is much more barrel-like than yours.
Brian from comedyartwork.com, thank you for this, because The Last Waltz is our dream. It's our favorite of all time. And to have this
Is so cool.
have this ripoff as our own,
I love it.
I like that a lot.
It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful, and I feel like we're on the band. It makes me
We are all in the band, except for not one of us plays an instrument. Well, you can play guitar, acoustic guitar.
Yeah. I have not in many years, but I did once at a time.
Once
That
at
would be a
time.
really fun activity for Thanksgiving show. You could do like a little sing-along with your guitar. No?
Get up there and perform. No!
Shreka considers herself a homeless listener. Nicole emailed, fingers crossed. Liz That's Fire said, I hope this isn't during the week because I've used up all my vacation days. We always go during the week because Johnny's got big things to do on the weekends.
Yeah. Take a sick day.
Especially that time of year, right, Johnny? That's such your busy time.
Yes, very busy, but we always make time for you guys. Doesn't matter.
Jeez, he's being nice
Wow,
today. I'm so used to the balls being busted, but today is very nice.
It's a nice day. You know, announce my favorite show that we ever do here. You know, why wouldn't it be nice?
I thought Eddie Trunk's rocking Thanksgiving.
No, we don't do that one anymore. That was given up. We gave it up a while ago. Eddies are my second favorite events we do here.
Yeah, they're fun. So yesterday he goes,
They're metal.
He says to me, when do you invite me on the show? He goes, when are you coming on the show? I go, invite me in. He goes, just run in like I do to you. I go, first of all, never once since I've known you have you just done a run in here.
I don't think that's happened. Not since
No.
I've been here.
No. You're an invited guest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go running in here so you guys run the air.
It's not a hostile take.
Thought I'd say something.
What are you doing, talking music here?
Yeah, I'd love to get in on some of this.
Listen, easy on Eddie. He's working 5 days a week now. It's tough.
I know.
Transition.
He's actually working. And I don't know if he's done that since I've known him in 16 years.
It's killing him, too. Trust me. Trust me, I hear it.
You know what he said? I'm going to be doing some of the shows from my house. I go, that's the show I want to do. I want to come in here. I'm just going to come in, just open the door and let myself in. Johnny, maybe we should do that one day, and then we'll go to his house, and then we'll go out to your favorite steak place.
We could do that.
You go to a place called $2 Steaks. Isn't that the name of it?
No, $4.
They go to a very
Still reasonable.
I'm trying to think of the name. I think is it Arthur's? Am I wrong?
We do Arthur's, but we also right up by his house is the Strip House, which is another really good one.
Is it a really good one or not?
Yes, Strip House is really good. There's one in the city. Actually, I think there's maybe even two in the city.
Yeah.
Arthur's is more of a tavern-y, get a
I ate there one
steak
time.
with big beer.
Yeah, I ate there one time. It's real nice, real old school feel like one of the Sopranos is going to come in and pump down the back of your head. I don't know about this Strip House, though. I don't know about it at all.
It's good. It's a good one.
Well, this is going to be a fun show this year. And hopefully we give enough time for people that want to come in from around the country. And we're going to put together with some fun guests to make it a great night. This is where we debuted 101 last year.
Yeah, exactly.
I got another idea for this year.
What's that?
102.
Oh.
Okay, a little bit more advanced, I guess.
Yes. We take headlining comedians, hear me out, and then open micers rip them a new ass.
Oh, I like it.
Like, oh my God, what an honor to see you, sir.
I could never think of something that fast.
Yeah, I know. That's good stuff. So the poster is fantastic. Everybody shows up. We'll get a signed version of that, and it's going to be a great night. All right. Thank you so much, Johnny. We'll talk to you as this goes along. Peace.
Later.
Peace.
Bye, Johnny.
Peace.
See you at
Bye,
Thanksgiving.
Johnny. Bye, Northside.
Northside boys. I feel really good about this.
Northside boys.
Because we got the loss out of the way. We got that. We got.
You
the
were
bad
predicting that yesterday. You were
Well, no.
predicting sweep.
You came in with a broom.
Yeah. Tonight you should come in with a dustpan and fucking hit yourself in the head. You guys lose tonight, you're in big trouble. You don't want to be down two, dude.
Well, if we're down to, which ain't gonna happen, we go back to Wrigley and everything's gonna be fine. Nothing to worry about there.
Yeah, but you can't play all the games there. You got to be able to win on the road.
And that will come. It's gonna come tonight.
Well, it's got to. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not sitting around. Holy shit. Guess who I just heard from? And by the way, you got to be careful. This thing's filling up very, very fast. Kathleen from the BX is coming to the event.
Yeah!
Royalty.
Wow. I'm going to be starstruck.
And possible new producer Sharon Doherty coming to the event.
Nice.
He's the one who... Oh, Sebastian's here?
Sebastian's here.
Sebastian Maniscalco is doing Media Day today, and he's doing all the shows. What's he got going on?
Well, he's performing on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert tomorrow night, and he has a special out, Why Would You Do That?, available on Showtime. And his 2016-2017 tour starts November 4th. You go to SebastianLive.com for tickets and all dates.
Let's bring in Sebastian Maniscalco. Sebastian, good to see you, buddy.
What's happening?
You are doing the rounds today.
I'm all over the map here.
Very, very popular. Very, very popular.
It's just nice to be wanted.
Yes. There was a time.
There was a time, not so much.
Not so much wanted.
Nope.
People would say, who?
Yeah, what? No, not on my show.
No. No. But look at you now. Things are good.
Things are good. Last time I was, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Paint job? in here?
Yeah. We did we did a
Screens?
full tilt. Yeah, we did a full tilt change.
I like it.
Yeah,
Wasn't enough blue before.
Yeah,
so
all
took
that had
care
to
of that.
happen is Anthony had to get fired, and suddenly we had a budget. I don't know how life works that way. But it's good to see you. I saw you today with Sam and Jim, and they had brought up that Seinfeld had you on the.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool gig, right?
It's like my Johnny Carson moment, you know?
Was it really?
Johnny used to invite the comedian on the couch, and
Right.
it was like you were anointed into this, whatever, royalty of stand-up. And for me, Jerry was a big inspiration growing up, observational comedies, Seinfeld, the whole show, and now with this Comedians in Cars, to be on that, it was like, this is fantastic.
Well, there are certain things that can happen in your career that make you think, oh man, if I would have only known this years ago, I would have stopped worrying or bitching or whatever. That's the funny thing in life. It's so few times do you take the time to appreciate what you've done, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think I heard Bon Jovi actually talking about this yesterday. Like, at the time you're doing anything, you don't know any better. You think that is the ultimate thing because it is at that moment.
Right.
So it's kind of better that you do not know what's ahead of you.
Yeah, there is some truth to that, because if you just go back to the first time you headlined, that's a big night.
Oh, it's huge.
But now I know a lot of guys, they're like, oh, I'm still out on the road. I wish. I go, dude, you're not working in a factory. That was the initial thing. Am I going to get a job that I hate?
Yeah.
And do that the rest of my life?
Yeah, so you got to relish in those moments when you are on the road or you are in a radio station in Des Moines, Iowa.
Exactly.
Those are the things that you're doing to, hopefully graduate and do other things. So, yeah, man, that's all I wanted to do was stand-up comedy, getting into this whole game, and I'm doing it, and I'm happier than ever.
Are they trying to pull you in other directions, though? Do people come at you with projects that... not necessarily something.
Yeah, I mean, there's some ideas or there's some opportunities out there that I'm like, oh no, I'm not interested in that. I mean, I tell you what, 5-6 years ago, I would have jumped at anything that came my way. But now I feel like I want to do stuff that I really am passionate about. And we did this pilot this year for NBC with Tony Danza playing my father, which I thought was really, really going to go. Mm-hmm. But NBC had other thoughts.
That seems like a slam dunk to everybody.
Every time I say Tony Danza, the next word is seems like a slam dunk. So, we shot it. It was loosely based on my life. He played my father. And there's another moment. I'm sitting there on a studio set with Tony Danza, who I grew up watching on Who's the Boss and
Taxi.
And he's playing my dad. I'm calling him by my actual dad's name because his name in the show was Salvo, and my dad's name is Salvo. So it was great. A great experience, from the casting to the set design to the wardrobe. We did it all. We shot it, and they didn't pick it up. But it was a great experience.
See, that's always the oddest thing. One guy makes a decision, a couple guys, who knows how it works, but that's it. Tony Danza is always going to be one of my favorite people for one reason, beyond everything he's done in his career. He's at this funeral for a guy that died, and the priest is up there. And you ever have a priest at a funeral doesn't really know the person is going on? And Tony just goes like this, no. He's in the church. No, this isn't going to work. Look, I'll do it. And he stands up and takes over. And it makes the,
Wait. Did Tony Danza know the guy who died?
Yeah. That would be great if he didn't. That could be just a new show that he comes in. I got this.
His idea was
Tony Danza.
It's just that he's better at improving than that guy.
But that's like one of my favorite stories, because we just did that with your aunt not too long ago, Gail, where we're all just looking at each other like he doesn't know her. At all, everybody else in the church would be doing it better. And plus, if I went up there, I know I could give communion. I know I could.
Body of Christ.
Body of Christ.
So is Tony Danza's eulogy fantastic?
Yeah, it was great. Everybody who saw him do it was like really touched, because you know him. He's got a big heart, and he loved the guy, and he could do a better job at it. But the thing is, the guy who passed away, he would have loved it more than anybody else. He would have gotten the biggest kick out of it. All right, so I got a guy over here. He's all cubbed up. He's all north-sided up.
Right.
And last night, a bad night for you, or?
In the moment, bad. Just seeing John Lester just fall apart. But now that I get to reflect on it, we got the loss out of the way. Now we get to win. It'll be fine.
You're not feeling it, Sebastian.
I don't like that 6-0. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's out of the way now. No more. It's fine.
It's just
got the
same
bad
like they went
mojo
there.
out.
No, I was hoping for right off the bat,
Right.
momentum. We're up 1-0.
Yeah. By the way, I was watching this too last night. I think there was a hell of a lot of Cubs fans in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Because every time, and there wasn't much to cheer about, but anytime there was that hit off the wall and stuff, you'd hear the park explode. That should have been quiet as hell. So if I was in Cleveland, I'd be like, well, this sucks. But to quiet those people that paid the extra money and traveled, I don't know. I don't know.
Hopefully we'll turn it around.
We are going to turn around. It's not even hopeful. It is going to be turned around.
What do they need? Bill Murray?
They have everything. They have everything they need.
Yeah, but it seems like they're happy when they have their celebrities there.
Feels like a celebrity.
Does Vince show up for the games in Chicago? Is Vince Vaughn there?
He has been known to go.
Yeah.
I've seen him there. I don't know if I've seen him there this year.
Right.
I haven't really been watching every game. Has he been there? Have you? Been
I haven't
piped
seen
in?
him in the series, the last series.
No, he wasn't there.
National League
If
series.
he was,
but the city's going crazy.
City going crazy. I will be there Friday night.
Friday night, you're going to be
Wow.
there.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
I am going to be there. I haven't been to the Cubs Park. I still call it Cubs Park.
Good.
In years. So it's the first time I'm going to actually.
Because you're a South Sider. You're White Sox.
Yeah, I like White Sox. Grew up, but I'm a Chicago fan. So if the Cubs are in, it's not like I'm saying, "Oh, that's terrible."
Right.
But yeah, the city's going nuts, and hopefully we'll be able to pull it off.
I like your attitude, though. You're a Chicago fan. You want the
That's nice.
city to win. See, New York doesn't get that way. You wouldn't cheer for the Mets.
No, if I were a Yankees fan, I wouldn't cheer for the Mets.
And what about you, Vito?
No, I hate that. I hate that other team with a
You
passion.
actually hate the Yankees.
I hate them, and I hate all their fans, and all they like to do is brag about their 27 World Series wins. No matter how
That's pretty good.
Something worth
That's
bragging
pretty
about.
good.
Sounds great.
I got to admit, that's pretty good.
They got a quarter of them.
even when it doesn't matter, though, even if our team's doing good, they're like, well, we still got 27. I'm like, let me have this 1 year.
Yeah, it's a great thing to talk about if you were a Yankees fan.
Plug away.
Sebastian Maniscalco is in the studio.
Sebastian's here for a reason.
He's performing on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert tomorrow night, and his special, Why Would You Do That?, is available now on Showtime. And Sebastian begins his 2016 and 2017 tour November 4th in Rochester at the Rochester Auditorium Theater. Go to SebastianLive.com for tickets and additional dates.
Now, you were saying today that you met Seinfeld at Gotham.
Yes, I did.
I was talking to Chris Mazzelli about this. You know, Chris, he's one of the smartest guys in the history of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And he has this night, everything is set up, but if Seinfeld comes in, everything goes out the window, and it's Seinfeld's night.
Oh, yeah.
And he never knows. He never knows. And then if you're ever there, the place explodes.
Yeah.
Explodes because Seinfeld came in.
Yeah, that's how I met him. I was doing a show there.
Uh-huh.
He said Seinfeld's coming in. I said, okay. Seinfeld went on right before me. The crowd didn't know he was coming in. Guy gets on stage. People have to they're like, wait, because they say Jerry Seinfeld and they don't believe it.
Right.
And then he gets on and then you just almost hear like people go, oh my God, it's Seinfeld. And then the whole crowd just goes crazy. And then he stayed, watched me, and then his wife came in the next night and talked on the phone. Hey, man, I'm a big fan of yours my whole life. And he's like, oh, I love what you do. Da, 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 da.
So wait, you had the night that it exploded, you had to go on after him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm in the back going, how am I going to segue
Oh my God.
into the act here? But what he did, it was cold that night, I remember, because he had a scarf similar to what you have on, but he had it tied specifically in a knot.
Right.
And for the first 5 or 6 minutes, this guy's up there in a sweater and a scarf doing stand-up. And then he loosely kind of like took the scarf off during the set. And then I went up and I go, Jerry Seinfeld, you know how much confidence you have to do comedy in a scarf? And that was kind of like the lead into my act. And, it was great, man. I mean, come on. It's like a dream come true. Jerry Seinfeld going on and then him staying watching what I do. And then he invites me on the show, and we're going out to dinner in L.A., so we became kind of buddies over
That's really, really cool, though, man.
Yeah, man. It's been great, especially for my family. Everybody's excited.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how many figures do we have like that, now that Cosby took himself out of the running, that everybody can agree on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Cosby was that guy.
Yeah.
And, you lose, but how many people? I'd still put Bob Newhart in that, but it's maybe, one hand that you could count those guys.
Yeah. And he's one of them. So yeah, it's been great. And like I said, my family's been very, very, what's going on? What'd you see? Every day's been kind of.
Are you comfortable with him yet? Does he feel like just a couple of fellas, or it's still in the back of your mind? That's Seinfeld.
Now it does. In the beginning, but I've always felt really comfortable.
Yeah.
Of course, that there is a element of this is Jerry Seinfeld, and,
right?
And this is one of the guys I watched and whatnot. But now it seems very, very kind of like
becomes life.
Easy. Yeah, life.
Yeah,
life stuff.
Oh, that's a fascinating story, though, and it's that other funny thing about comedy is like, no matter how big you are, or whatever. Hey, Dave Chappelle's here. He might be doing an hour, maybe 6 hours. And I hear this from guys like at the Cellar. They go like, I was supposed to go on, and I get bumped for Chappelle, and he's up there an hour. And I go, do you realize that you're in the position of getting bumped by Chappelle? You know how you would have loved that thought to make it to the point?
Well, it's like that same thing that you were talking about is like you're able to be in a position where you can turn things down, and those things would have been amazing.
They would have been everything
when you were young. That's the same thing. If you even found out that you were on the same show, that something like that could happen, you would be like,
it'd be like, I'm in the ballpark. I mean, you talk about hitting big league pitching. That's all anybody wants. The shot to go in there and, rub shoulders with that.
Absolutely.
People don't take it. They just don't find things precious enough.
No.
These days. I was telling Sebastian today, and you guys were there, how all of our security was so excited last night that he was coming in to the building.
Where are these guys? I haven't met these guys
well,
yet.
They might be working nighttime because this was night last night.
It's nighttime.
But these guys are like old, hardcore New York detectives. And I swear to you, I don't think they could name two other comedians.
No.
But they get drawn to you. That's what I was trying to tell Sebastian was so unique about him, is so few people have their own audience, right? That are just theirs. A couple of, I think Russell did it, right? Russell Peters.
Yeah.
Each got the thing where that's his audience.
Yeah.
In movies, oddly enough, Tyler Perry has got an audience that doesn't go to movies; they go to his movies.
Yeah.
So that's what you gotta. That's what you gotta just look back when you're talking to any of these networks. I don't know who else that your audience is into. I couldn't say.
I bring my own audience.
It's amazing.
They don't watch anything else.
No, it's an amazing thing to pull off.
But I think also that has to do with, your material about your family is so recognizable. Like when you talk about your family, you could be talking about my mother's side of the family is all Italian,
right.
Italian-American family. And I think that it doesn't even matter where in the country you live. For some reason, those people are all like, they're the same. They could be with any of those people could be my uncle or, it's a very specific thing. So when somebody nails that, you're like chills. You're like, oh my God, I haven't heard somebody take that exact specific thing I've experienced.
My mom's Italian, and I remember years ago they had a fight. Almost broke up the whole family over the big spoon. Didn't get returned, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like trying to say to them, hey, there's other spoons. We'll get another spoon. it had to be the big spoon.
A big spoon's essential.
The big spoon made the biggest thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm out of my depths here. I don't know the importance of this.
Yeah.
But Italians, I think, as loving as they are, they're also ready to be insulted and hold a grudge.
Yeah. Well, those little nuances, like you're saying, spoon.
Yeah.
Whether you're an Italian family, Greek family, Spanish, whatever it might be, the spoon might be something else.
Right.
In the Greek family, it might be a shoe. Who knows? But those familiar things that I'm bringing up in my comedy, I think people resonate towards because it's familiar. It's nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes to kind of go back and go, I remember the Sanka or whatever it might be. And I don't know. I'm just really having a good time with it because there's so much to mine from.
Right.
Back then and now currently what's going on with my family.
But did you go for years without figuring out that was your goal?
I didn't talk anything personal. I didn't talk about my family, my father. You thought I was an orphan up there.
Yeah.
I was just talking about everyday observational stuff. I went to the grocery store. I went on a date, and that was it. But then when I started getting in deep with my dad and my upbringing and how he raised me and his view on the world and my wife's family's view on the world and all this kind of minutia that's going on a daily basis, I found that people started bringing out, you got to see him because he relates to us, or he's you, or he's and it's been great. My fans are very, very loyal, and they want to have a good time. They come to these things and they want to have a blast.
Well, I told you with the special that you did in Chicago, I thought that was so brilliant that you opened up with local Chicago stuff. And I'm watching it and I'm like, this is so smart. He's in Chicago. He brings up parking with his dad. And I'm going, nobody does that anymore. They jump into their material and people will think, oh, I don't want to localize too much. But every city has that thing of, do I want to go to the show? Where am I going to park? It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I feel you because as a fan of comedy, when I watch somebody come up on stage, there's a sense of, okay, let's take in what's going on here.
Yeah.
Rather than going on stage and going, I went to Office Depot today.
Yeah.
It's just like,
right.
Let's marinate in this moment. Let's talk about it. And then we can get into the stand.
Yeah. It's a shared moment. And the fact is, you're doing it in front of 3,000 people. All 3,000 people thought they had the only thought coming in. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of observational comedy that is sometimes I think lacking with the guys is it's really humanistic comedy. You know what I mean? It's the human experience. I love when you get into not understanding a damn thing about social media too, because I go through that all the time.
Yeah, well, social media now has become such a juggernaut, and in the business that we are in, you got to keep up with it, and that's the next special. I'm kind of diving into some of this technology stuff, what you're seeing on Facebook, your Facebook wall, and but my spin on it.
Sebastian Maniscalco is in studio. He's performing on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert tomorrow night, and his special, Why Would You Do That, is available on Showtime, and his 2016-2017 tour starts November 4th in Rochester at the Rochester Auditorium Theater. Go to SebastianLive.com for tickets and additional dates.
Have you done Colbert's show before?
I have not.
So it's another new thing. It's something new you get to do.
Very new for me. So I'm excited to go on there and do some stuff.
Had you ever done Letterman?
That's the only one I haven't done. Letterman was the one that eluded me for a while. I tried out, or I auditioned for it way back when, and I don't think I was particularly ready to go on the David Letterman show when I did it.
Yeah.
But of course, when I got the news that I didn't get it, of course, at the time, you don't.
Devastating.
Yeah. What do you mean I'm not ready? I would have loved to have done his show, but no, Colbert's great, and I can't wait to. I'm doing panel for the first time.
Wow.
So never got on the couch before, so I'm going to sit down and actually talk.
Well, here's the thing that you brought up about not being ready. It's the one thing that guys don't ever believe about themselves. I don't care if they're 17, they think they're ready. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's the worst thing that can happen is to give somebody something when they're too green.
Yeah. You know? You'll never be in a position to be like, oh, thank God, because deep down I knew that this was too soon for something.
You think, no, you got to do it.
Yeah, you just don't walk into Sirius Radio and get a show.
Yeah, I mean? Well, unless you've done movies. Then they hand them out. Seriously, they hand them out like they're Tic Tacs if you've had a movie career. Dude, I'm always so happy for you, man, and you're just a great guy. It's great to see this happening.
Well, no, I appreciate you supporting me throughout the years.
Always, man.
When we did that interview in front of the crowd, there, and I had that's one of the best times I've had in an interview.
Well, I thought what was amazing about that too was like it was just time, to do something like that. But we'll do it again sometime.
Great.
Great. All right. Chris, plug away.
Sebastian Maniscalco's been in studio. His special, Why Would You Do That, is available now on Showtime. He's going to be on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert tomorrow night. And his 2016-2017 tour starts November 4th in Rochester at the Rochester Auditorium Theater. Go to SebastianLive.com for tickets and additional dates.
Now he's going to go out and get some lunch, and you'll be on Opie later today, right?
I don't know.
You don't know if you're coming back?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. So we'll see you next time coming through, though.
Go Cubs.
All right, go. All right, we'll see. Bump, 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 bump. Hey, that was fun, right?
That was
Sebastian,
awesome.
Is that your first time meeting him?
That was my first time meeting him. I was there at the Unmasked, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Oh, yeah. I remember that you said that he reminds you of your uncle.
He reminds me so much of my. It's crazy. There's something so strangely similar about them.
Well, you know why they we don't come up with the right word, and I think this is Sebastian's audience. They were raised a certain way, right? And they're quietly outraged that the world doesn't go by those terms, right? So your uncle, who basically I saw growing up, he's looking around at the world now and he doesn't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's got an old school vibe about it.
He does.
But he did, even like when he was 19 in a weird way.
Yeah. He was 19. He's like, I saw this girl. She had tattoos. I know what to think.
I mean, what?
I don't know what to think.
I like even at that age as a teenager, I think he just wanted to be in the Rat Pack or something.
He really was, before there was the word metrosexual, he was a metrosexual. And,
he was, yeah.
And he always got, beautiful women. Even from a kid, he was with unbelievable. And then there would be this drama that would happen every single time. But he literally was a guy, he'd hate that I said this. He dated the UN. He did not have a type.
He started off with foxy blondes, and then he graduated into
every
more
continent, Asia, Africa, Europe. Everybody was take South America,
equal representation.
Remember the South American one? But and he reminds you this. He would love Sebastian.
And there's something, you're right, there's something very metro, but in an old school way. Those types were always still really into their hair, into cologne, into looking real nice, into a nice suit.
Jimmy was saying that even when Sebastian was opening for Dice as a young guy, he opened for him for a couple of years. He go out in a suit. How's everybody doing? Okay? Everything's okay here, right? But I get the feeling too, Sebastian is a stand-up comedian. He talks for a living. But I have the feeling if you were with him at Sunday dinner and you sat on the couch, you guys wouldn't say anything to each other. You ever know those guys, those old school guys that just sit quietly watching the TV? Every once in a while you get something that smells good. Don't it? Yeah. Food. They don't like just to sit around and blab and gadfly.
But they're very emotional too. At that time, there's a warmth.
They love you more than anybody else. That's why they're always family guys.
Well, that's all. The interesting thing was Italian and Irish families coming together over the umbrella of Catholicism. Yeah. It's usually the Irish marry the Italians. But they couldn't be more different on an emotional level. That's where their biggest difference is.
The emotional part?
Yeah, like the Italians will like love you, squeeze you, kiss you.
Happy to cry.
Yeah, we'll cry with you. Big laughers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the Irish are like this because I grew up with the Irish. And you'd be at a funeral and one of the uncles would come over and you're looking down at the box and they go, instead of crying, they go like this. Don't worry, we're going to get that motherfucker. And you're like, it's fucking cancer. Okay, good. We'll get it. We'll get that fucking bitch. They're always ready for a quick and angry.
Yeah.
And the Irish guys would always go. You know how like the Italians would have the secretive society? The Irish guys would do it at fucking 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? They did not know how to keep a secret. Didn't know how to fucking keep it down.
Blunt and reckless.
Also, all of those guys I know are ready to go off to jail. You know what I mean? Put the fucking hands up. Here I go.
Got plenty of time.
Yeah. Yeah, no money. I got more time than money. I heard that all the time when I was a kid. I ain't paying a fine. I'd rather go in and sleep there for a week.
What's wrong with that?
Patrick in New York.
Hey, Ronnie, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I was wondering, how much money do you have on Cleveland? Because, you know, Chris has like, got to be the biggest jinx since Fezzi's been gone.
You know, let me just say this about Chris Stanley. I didn't know of his North Side roots, and I'm not going to hold it around. This is a series he's waited for your whole life.
My entire life, Ron. I've been a North Side guy.
And you said this makes you miss your dad, your grandmother.
So much.
They were all Cub fans.
Yeah,
Really?
they loved them. Yeah, the house was just covered in Cub stuff when I was a kid.
The house.
An apartment house, you know.
The apartment house. The whole
No, I
apartment
just mean
house.
like what? Like the drapes or like
Oh yeah,
what
big
was
Cubs drapes.
some throw pillows?
Yeah.
What was so cubby?
Pennants, Cub pennants all over, everywhere. The amount of pennants
of all,
in my house.
This is an adult
Can
family.
I just tell you something? When you say penance, just relax a little bit. You don't need to attack that word.
Want to make sure.
It's not going to get away from you.
You say penance the way someone should yell out shame on you. Penance.
Pennants.
Just take it easy when you say penance.
And a
You
lot
know?
of pennants in our house.
Just enjoy yourself with the penance.
Apartment, excuse me.
Apartment house. She wasn't running down the house.
No, I was
apartment
not.
thing.
I was running down your Cubs decor,
Yeah.
questioning it really.
This is all I have, okay, guys? I need the Cubs to win this thing.
You know what? Trump just said this because Joe Biden said the other day that he wishes that he could take Trump out after the gym. And Trump just said, is that right? He goes, I'll shit in my hand and make him eat it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Thanksgiving. Come together for the big Bennington family Thanksgiving.
That is November
14th.
14th. Can you turn it towards
At
me?
7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe. You email benningtongigs@gmail.com for a chance at free tickets.
I'm looking forward to this.
And you can see the poster at theinterbank.com.
And hurry up.
Hurry.
And hurry up.
Get your pennants.
Get your pennants, get your tickets, get your Thanksgiving dinners.
Well, you can see this thing. We're going to have these posters done up that you can put in your apartment house. And
Frame them.
Next to your pennants.
it's going to be a lot of fun. It's our funnest night of the year.
It is.
This is our Christmas.
Yeah. This is better than Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't want to say that because of Jesus at all.
It is.
I really do love the poster.
It's so cool.
You got Chris to my right.
No.
That's not you to my right.
I'm to Gail's left. I'm next to Gail. I know
And
that's
Vito,
me.
you feel like you're next to Gail.
That is me next to Gail.
They're always fighting about who gets to be
All
next
right,
to me.
I want you, and I don't blame them, you know. But let me say this: I want to make sure. I want you to swear on anything that's holy to you. I'm not going to ask you, okay?
Right. Cell phone.
But swear if a dick. Just saying. You're seriously a dick. I'm trying to have a real moment. And you know what? If that cell phone was
shirt.
no, it's supposed to be a God or a spiritual thing. No one's going to say their Northside shirt or their cell phone. What don't you understand on things that are worth fucking swearing to? Vito, what is something that's holy to you?
Leslie.
His mother.
That is creepy.
Do any of you guys know about the God?
Jesus Christ, Ron.
Okay, I don't want you to guess. If it means nothing to you, I don't want you to swear on it.
JC means everything to me.
He wouldn't call
And
her.
you're going to swear on your mom, on her eternal soul.
On my mom's whole soul. I'll even throw my dad in there.
Okay. Now, you honestly both think you're the one on the right?
Yes. Know why? Because the hairline on the dude on the left is fucking Vito's hairline.
You do not have a chest. I've seen you in the gym. You do not have a chest. You do not have anything back there.
When you guys took a bath together, did you notice that his chest wasn't very big?
You're a B cup at best,
I was
Chris.
too busy making out.
I even stand like that.
That does look like a Vito stance. If you're going by stance...
I honestly think they might have used the same guy in the left and the right. I mean, we never lined up for this picture before, right?
Look at how similar the pants are.
Look, I'm ignoring.
Oh, yeah. That's
You're definitely
weird.
wearing the same pants. No matter who it is.
I'm ignoring the bodies. I'm going straight head.
That's how you usually do.
That's my head on the right.
You usually don't wear hats. This is the first time you wore hats.
The person on the right looks like his hair is parted down the middle.
You know how I part my hair.
That's not how you part your hair.
Obviously me.
I don't think either one of you part your hair, do you?
I might have once.
I might have once for the pic.
My hair usually falls that way, as you can see.
No. What are you talking about? Your hair falls on the dude on the left, the guy next to Ron. God damn it. I really...
Neither one of you guys want to be standing next to me.
I'd love to. I'd love to be standing next to you.
Good thing you are.
I'm not, man.
Everybody knows at Thanksgiving I'm Gail's security guard, so that's obviously me next to Gail.
Try to look closely and see which one looks sweatier.
I say the one on the left looks sweatier.
I don't think that'll help.
Bennington Family Thanksgiving, Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock in New York City. Everybody go to theinterrobang.com for free tickets or email benningtongigs@gmail.com.
Should be, last year, like we said, was the funnest night of the year. It started Comedy 101. I remember even at a certain point just having us all together like that. I felt half a choke up. Yeah. I did. I felt half a choke. Because we don't know. We don't know what the year is going to bring. We might as well appreciate a little bit.
Yeah, it is. It's like an emotional, sweet time for us.
By the way, we're talking about, isn't it odd that you're an Italian guy and Sebastian? That's unusual, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's like a typical Italian name, is it?
No, we usually go Bible names or like just Italian sounding names for the most part.
There was no Sebastians in the...
There wasn't a Seabass in there?
Why did you read? Oh, that is holy. Phone, my t-shirt.
JC.
I didn't know that Seabass was a nickname for Sebastian.
Yeah, it is.
I did not know that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a great nickname.
That's
Kick
like...
Seabass.
Seabass.
That trucker was actually named Sebastian.
Wow. I just thought,
Dude,
he's like a fisherman or something.
Dude, did you see the truck that they ran with no fucking driver? It was on TV this morning when I woke up.
Yeah.
A truck traveling, no driver, and it ran perfectly.
Delivered like a beer shipment.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was
I think
beer.
it was Bud, right?
Yeah, it was Budweiser, yeah.
On the road.
On the highways and byways of America.
Was there
anyone happening now?
Was there anyone in there just in case for?
No, it was just a truck rolling down the road.
It was a robot truck. No humans. It just gave its coordinates, drove, delivered the beer, and that's it.
The coach from the Redskins got so scared he peed in a cup.
That is whatever the opposite of pee shy is. That's what that guy is. He can't pee unless
they all pee, but normally you put up a towel. But do you know football players pee on the sidelines all the time?
I had no idea.
Yeah, they always will put up a towel for him. This guy just thought, I'll just piss here in this cup, which is stupid.
Yeah, you just get the towel. I think Wes Welker got caught like taking his shit on the sideline once.
Well, he had to go. What is he going to do? Fucking faking the injury?
Where did he shit?
I think in a bucket, like on the sidelines.
What?
Yeah.
What
do you think? He's going to shit in a bag?
Well,
what do you want him to shit in?
Can he go to the restroom?
No, he's got to go back in.
Yeah. He's got to play.
See, a lot of guys will do it just from straight excitement. And oddly enough, when I read Brian Bosworth's book, he drank a bunch of coffee before every game. He drank like 11, 12 cups of coffee before a game.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
That's not good for piss or shit.
No, you could do both at the same time. He could have got hit in the stomach and off he's pissing and shitting. Pissing and shitting and shitting and pissing. What's that from? Wishing and hoping.
Wishing and hoping.
Anyway, that picture's up there. It's not safe for work.
Oh, no, there's a penis in it.
Did you see Russell Wilson's nutty idea to tie, how to solve tie games?
No, I didn't.
So he says this. You flip the coin. Whoever fucking gets it, their team has to kick a field goal, like a 35-yard field goal. If they make it, they win. If they miss it, the other team wins. That's his idea.
What?
What the fuck is he talking about?
First of all, I say to Russell Wilson, I got a way to fucking stop tie games. How about you score one touchdown for your team?
That's one suggestion that might work out for them. Through fucking 5 quarters of football.
When it's a 6-6 fucking game, you deserve to lose. You can't sit around pissed because you didn't win and you don't score a touchdown.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I hate college football the way they break it up too, don't you?
How do they do it?
They like you go to the 30-yard line or something, you get to run fucking plays.
Oh, yeah.
It really annoys the hell out of me. It's
That
like a
sounds made
shootout.
up.
It's like a soccer shootout.
Now, do you like you don't like a soccer shootout?
Well, I think they have a tie during the game. The only way they break the tie is during the playoffs. At some point, you got to break the tie.
Yeah, like in a regular season, you can tie.
They just tie. You know, years ago, the NFL would just have a tie. And they go, well, that's not fair. Both teams go home sad, blah, blah, blah. So let's set up this thing that's, look, I got the perfect fucking thing. And it would bring strategy back to the game. And I've said this on the air before. And I've heard nothing from the NFL. Nothing. Here's the way you settle it. If it's a tie game, the team who scores last loses. You're done. They got to fuck in the base before you. Boom. So if you're losing 20-17 and there's a minute left, you're not kicking a field goal. You got to go for it. And suppose there's 7 minutes left in the game. You score, you got to think to yourself, maybe we should go to 2. Maybe this is our last opportunity. We should go for 2. All the strategy talk then will take place earlier in the game.
God, that'd be great.
And everybody will be thinking throughout the game.
This is incredibly smart.
As soon as the game ends, the team who scored first gets a single point. So if it's 20-20, boom, you get a point.
I think that makes perfect sense. And it's exciting.
It's going to be exciting earlier in the game, not just in the last 5 seconds.
Yeah, because now you're talking real strategy.
Right. So, look here, Mr. NFL bigwig. I gave you the way to fucking do this. And I've said it on the air years ago. And I thought, well, I'm going to go home. I straightened out everything on my desk. And I waited for the call. Because I wanted to be called the Ronnie B fucking tiebreaker rule. And I was going to use the picture that they got Chris on my left, then me, then Gail, and then 14th. Vito all the way on the right.
I'm on the right, Ron.
Right now, Chris, this is about the Ronnie B tiebreaker.
I understand.
I don't care which one of you feels like you look like the other one. Why don't you just try both of you not to wear the same clothes, particularly the pants?
Or be the same weight.
Yeah.
I don't see him in a North Side shirt.
I noticed this, even mine. It looks like I have no crotch whatsoever. I just go from legs straight up in the suit jacket.
I noticed mine, I look like I'm wearing kind of like one of those like post-apocalyptic get-ups. Like it kind of, because of the shadowing, it looks more like I'm wearing like goggles and like a handkerchief.
You're
like steam. You're like
yeah, like I got a cool steampunk look about me.
Well, you are,
and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
Hey, Chester. Chester, what's up?
Hey, once again, Chris is full of shit. There was a driver in that truck.
Where was he at? He wasn't behind the wheel, though.
Oh, some of the views they showed on that video, he was in the sleeper, just sitting back reading a book.
That's not. He's not going to do anybody any good there.
He's just hanging out.
If that thing doesn't work, I think somebody should be there to grab the wheel if it fucks.
It sounds like he's a hero. Because he's willing to risk his life for science.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely a hero, that dude. But in the meantime,
The truck can only go through open stretch of the highway. It can't negotiate turns in the city. It can't back in the docks. It can't.
Yet. I mean, this is a miracle. This miracle didn't take... it's like, remember when you saw the first, not even iPhone, but the iPod or whatever? They were thick.
Yeah.
They held... The first one was usually thick, and it held 7.5 songs.
Wish we could at least get a solid 8.
By the way, you know how I'm coming up with inventions all the time, like I did for the NFL?
Yep.
I had this invention after I did the Jim and Sam show today. Chris went over and had a little McDonald's breakfast with me, right?
Oh, cute.
And I said this, you know what this place needs? The 1.5 size McMuffin, because 1 is not enough.
Yeah.
And 2, you're stuffed. So if they got a half a fucking sausage McMuffin.
What if you were to get almost like a McMuffin slider instead of the, what is the potato thing? The
hash brown.
The hash brown. So like instead, one of your options is like a regular sausage McMuffin with a sausage McMuffin slider.
No, see, Chris said the same thing to me because he goes, would you want it to be half or would you just like a smaller McMuffin? Mm-hmm. I don't know if I trust the smaller McMuffin in terms of tasting the same. When you get a slider, you can never get a rare one, okay? They burn too fast, all right?
True.
So if you get 3 sliders and you're like, oh, this is delicious, it's not as good as 1 cheeseburger. Trust me. Do your own taste test.
All right. Do it today.
Wait. If I said trust me, why would I then tell you to do your own taste test? If you don't trust me, do your own taste test. And remember, I'm the guy who broke the fucking tie rule in the NFL, okay?
It's amazing. The Ronnie B. tie rule.
Stop fucking playing up to me, Lefty.
He always does.
And I call you Lefty for 2 reasons. Number
Why?
1, you're on the left-hand side.
Not.
All right, I'm going to tell you guys a little something that freaked me out today. So Jimmy was telling me a couple things, and I'm sitting to his right. And he's like, I don't want to say on the air. I say, write it down for me. I noticed that he writes like a left-hander, but he writes right-handed. Where a left-hander will reach across the page. You know what I mean?
Do you mean to say that the angle of his hand, instead of going like this, is like this?
But his hand also moves like a left-hander writes. I didn't have a chance to bring it.
Because he's moving over his own... You see, that's like one of the big problems with left-handed people.
Well, everything's a problem with left-handed people.
That they say that as they write a word, they then smudge that word as they go across it with ink. So if the angle of your hand is going the left-handed angle...
I think he does.
Then you're going to smudge over... Ooh, that's strange.
Yeah, I don't want to call his attention to it.
Yeah, you don't want to make him feel insecure.
No. But, here's, John. John, what's up? Hey, buddy. John, in Texas.
You with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on with that truck going by itself, what they're not showing you in the video is that it had a full police escort all the way down to Colorado Springs where it delivered.
Yeah, but
so
in the future, every truck will have a full police escort, but there'll be no police in the cop cars. None. Because it's just robot drivers.
Oh, Jesus
Look,
Christ.
Here's the thing, and I know we're all weirded out by this.
Very.
I'm freaked.
The idea of being a driver in the future, and there's a lot of jobs tied to driving, is finite. It's the buggy whip business, okay? In the future, robots are going to be driving, not us.
So I made the right move of never getting a driver's license, I think.
Maybe they still might not let you in the car without one in case there's any breakdowns. Plus, where are you going anyway?
I don't know. One of the Brooklyn, maybe?
Yeah. Why don't you...
Train goes there.
I have a dream one day of taking Chris across the Hudson to what he calls the wilderness.
You think I can make it out there?
He's like the character in that book who was doomed to stay in New York City for his whole life. There was some book where it's like he was cursed to stay in New York.
But he never dies?
No, and he goes through he's almost like a vampire, but it's not blood related. I didn't read it.
Wait, no, because they tried to make a TV show out of it. Is it called Forever or...
It's something like that.
Something like that. It's a weird thing. I remember it coming up. Your mom read the book.
Yeah, and then it goes all the way through up to modern day, and I believe even 9/11 happens. And he's been around for like, I don't know, like...
The guy, he had an old school name. His first name was Rudolph. His second name? Giuliani.
Holy shit.
You don't think it's a true story, do
Rudolph
you?
Fucksticks Giuliani is his full name.
Oh, I didn't realize that was his...
It's an old Indian word for one who fucks sticks.
Makes sense.
An old Indian told me that. We got somebody coming in at 2 today, Chris?
No, we don't.
I thought Greg Stone was coming by. When's Greg Stone making
That's a different day.
He'll be here tomorrow.
Everybody loves Greg Stone. Well, you stone you when you do. You gotta record that for him. Which one? Let's hear one of you guys do a Dylan.
Everybody loves Greg Stone.
Greg! Come on, your VCR. I got a double tape. Greg!
You were doing the girl from Fridays.
Bye, Felicia.
I want you to do it, not like Fridays, but like Bob Dylan.
That was like Bob Dylan. Everybody loves Greg Stone.
Why don't you just try to sing the real song first?
Everybody must get stoned.
No. Why would you have it as a question? Like, everybody must get stoned?
Right?
All right, Vito, let me hear you.
Everybody must get stoned.
All right, both of you are on the right.
He's much worse than me.
Oh, I know. He's better than you.
What?
Well, let's hear you go.
Everybody loves Greg Stone.
You sound too girly.
I know. That's why I can't do it.
You sound like Hillary doing it.
See, I'm the writer. I'm the smarts behind this parody.
I am the town drunk. Town drunk! There was an old thing where it's a John Wayne movie. I'm not going to get into
great,
it.
Though.
But the writer was also the town drunk. And, John Wayne wanted to make fun of people who had learning. That was his thing. Who are you tapping to, Chris? You drive me nuts. Who are you tapping to?
I was just texting Hard Rock Johnny.
About what?
Getting some numbers, that's all.
Leave it alone. We have
all the time in the world.
Give me your phone. I'm going to break it.
I need it. You can't break it. It's already fucked up.
Johnny's not in charge of the numbers, right?
No.
Why are you checking numbers for him?
That doesn't make sense. Just be honest. He's on Tinder again, I bet.
Not on
Tinder.
Tinder.
If you're back on Tinder again.
Not on Tinder again.
I know that it's true.
Place.
What you described sounded exactly like he was checking a Tinder account. I believe that he's on Tinder.
I've never seen Tinder before, so I don't know. But I know it wasn't the porn account that he showed.
I was scrolling through porn.
That looked so made up.
No, because I saw all faces.
There were faces in porn.
No.
And even the way you were going much faster when I saw you than you showed that what is it?
Pornhub.com.
Okay, Pornhub.gov.
.com.
I mean, weird. The government is running a porn site.
It's nothing but government porn.
Vito, where do you go for your pwn?
I like Pornhub. I like Bang Bros. I still like watching the trailers.
Bang Bros is disgusting.
Wait, is Bang Bros Bang Bus?
That's one of their many subsidiaries.
But what it is, these dude bros trick women into getting into their van and then rape them.
It's scripted, and sometimes they do reversals where the porn star's in charge of the bus and she gets random dudes.
All right, that's fun.
That's cool.
So like Boogie Nights style.
Well, there's nothing for the guys.
I've heard spankbang.com or ePorner. Pornhub is always good.
You want one that you can trust that you're looking at everything on the up and up. Yeah, that's the thing.
These are on the up and up tube sites is what is the umbrella.
As long as it's a tube site, you're fine.
Yeah.
The way that you looked up made me not trust you.
I'm sure there's bad tube sites out there.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys. So we did the Unmasked last night, which was just fantastic. First of all, not only do we all love Bert Kreischer, and we do. Everyone loves Bert because he fucking sees everybody as a new best friend. If he goes to the thing, he becomes like pals with the guys who we just served them at the fucking local store. Everywhere he goes. So Bert brought up a couple people from Florida because they all, when they were seniors in high school, used to listen to my show. And by the way, it's very fucking embarrassing, a story that he told me off the air. I don't even want to tell on because he went to a Jesuit high school. I'll just tell the story because it's terrible. So they have a Spanish teacher, And she's the hot Spanish teacher. Every school has the hot Spanish teacher. So they're all in the auditorium, and the hot Spanish teacher comes in, and he goes, our entire school was chanting, let the puppies breathe.
Oh, no.
Let the puppies breathe, which was our show's thing for Show Your Tits. And he tells me that story as if I'm going to be happy. And I was not.
No.
Because now I'm an adult man.
That's assault, brother.
I know, but I don't think you blame, I think you blame the parents here. The Jesuit parents. Because that should have been blocked. That radio station should have been blocked for the kids.
Parental blocks.
So, anyway, so these two guys come up. They're all lawyers. Guess what they say to me after watching me interview?
What's that?
You would make a great lawyer.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but then there's schooling, and I'm never going to do that.
Yeah, but then you get like interns and stuff. Well, they'll take care of all the details. You just
degree.
are like, yeah.
An honorary degree doesn't get you the chance to practice.
Wait, that's not how those work.
It's not?
No.
You think an honorary degree?
It's like you're an honorary degree, and then you could just like be a surgeon.
That's like a loophole. Like, yeah, all right, say you have an honorary doctorate. If someone wants to let you operate on them, okay, that's on the dude who wants to get operated on. But,
Right.
you can't practice medicine.
This was brought to my attention. The day that I asked Mr. Stanley, what are you watching? He said, UGIS. Since that day, he's been saying YouPorn over and over.
Oh
yeah, Pornhub.
snap.
Well, UGIS is another website I go to.
Go do me a favor. Go to UGIS right now, and then show me. And I, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, will be able to tell you whether it looked like what I saw through that window as the defendant sat on that chair, sitting with his back to a window, just going through. And I mean, say in 2 seconds, 10 went by. It was amazing how fast he was.
I have I have
right
certain
or left?
tastes.
Was he swiping right or left? This way or this way?
He was going right the whole time, I believe.
That means saying yes to all of them.
That's smart, though, Chris. Say yes to everybody. All right. You got it?
You can't do that on UGIS. I must have been on Pornhub.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there are no further questions for this disgusting defendant.
We find him
I said no further questions.
We don't even need to.
Why disgusting?
There's no sense of going in there, Your Honor. This man was on Twitter.
Tinder.
Oh, yeah, Tinder. I call
Pornhub.
Tinder Twitter all the time. This man, and if I can call him a man.
The way you had described it, it sounds exactly like Tinder.
Well, first of all, who's going to look at a porn site on their phone?
I do all the time. I watch TV shows. I was watching the game on my phone.
You lie.
That's different.
Like a rug.
I never lie.
A Tinder using
But you do
rug.
admit that rugs must lie.
Oh, they have to. I mean, that's their.
Hey, did any of you guys
being.
ever watch The Room or something like that?
You mean the movie? Like
Yeah.
the silly... Yeah.
Sam explained the whole movie, beginning to say, Connor.
Hi, Connor.
He's my favorite.
He's the best, Connor. Old Connor McLeod. I never saw The Room. I know everyone says that you have to watch it.
The Oscar one or the silly one?
The silly one.
Are we talking about, the Oscar-nominated Room?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant The Room. I have not seen Room.
Me neither, but I know it all because fucking Sam Wiki leaked it to me today.
Spoiler alert.
But I wasn't going to watch it. I don't like when anything bad happens to kids. I can't do it.
Yeah, I read the Wikipedia on it just because I just wanted to know what happens, but I didn't want to
God,
watch
he
it.
loves to spoil things.
For himself, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love spoiling shit.
I heard it wasn't that sad. I don't know. My mom's
You
all
said
about
the same thing about the Civil War. Hey, it wasn't that bad.
my mom saw Room and loved it, and I was like, I don't want to see it. It looks sad. She was like, no, it's a really uplifting film.
Uplifting.
You know what? I will say this. Sam said he hopefully cried.
She was probably talking about The Room. Oh, hi, Mark.
I didn't see that either. Is that Yuli Boll? Is that dude?
No. This is Tommy Wiseau. Yui Boll is the guy who does like other awful movies.
Video game movies.
I heard that he said he's never making another film.
Well, why would anyone give him another film to make?
Which one? Tommy or the other one?
Yui Boll.
Huh.
He sucks.
I hope Tommy's making another one.
You know about the Seth Rogen, James Franco movie that's a mockumentary of the making of The Room?
Is that out?
It's coming out.
I did not hit her.
Is that the one where they're both gay?
No.
Do you see this thing where he's playing all gay characters? Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Your New York Giants kicker was fired for beating his wife.
Yeah, and the whole NFL was really pissed at the Giants because this guy got a 1-game suspension and Brady got 4 games for deflating footballs or whatever.
Yeah, but he didn't get the 4 games from his team. He got it from the league. He got 0 from his team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The Patriots said, this guy's great. We fucking won big.
They were also, other players were just pissed at the Giants because they didn't fire this guy immediately. And because they put him on, they suspended him and put him with pay.
Yeah, but that's their fucking business, right? I mean, he didn't beat her up at the game.
No, he
beat her up at home.
In the privacy of his own home, yes.
That's the thing. It should be what happens at the game that matters. He should be kicked out of his home. That's for fuck sure. We're running Tom Rhodes this Friday?
This Friday, Tom Rhodes.
Did you let Tom know?
Yes, I emailed Tom, yes.
You start to say text and I had to put back.
Just, this is you jizz all over again.
No, I emailed Tom Rhodes.
It sounds like this is you jizzing all over again.
He usually is. He gets excited.
Yeah, then it comes out.
Yeah, come on, dude.
What? What'd I say?
Describing jizz is the part that I'm
Let's hear you sing that again.
The original or the...
No, anyone you want to do.
Everybody loves Greg Stone.
There's a southern accent where it don't belong. That's in Chris Stanley's impression.
Great.
'Cause he's got it wrong.
I think I'm pretty dead on.
No.
I'll sing the shit out of this song for Greg.
You better come up with that fucking money. You ain't showing up at Thanksgiving unless you're paying off Hard Rock Johnny. And I'm telling you right now, he's from Jersey. He's a knee breaker.
Look.
I would not fuck with him.
Northside hat, Northside shirt, Cubs hat. Cubs are going to win. They got this. Don't worry.
Because of your attire?
Yeah.
Up on the iBang today, 10 New York Comedy Festival shows you can't miss. So let's go, Chris. Read it off to us and see whether we agree. This New York Comedy Festival is coming and coming fast, folks.
Number 1, Comedy 101.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Vito, we won!
We did it,
We got
We
it,
didn't
Vito!
finish third this time, Vito.
We did
You like that, Vito?
Your boss is famous.
Number 2.
The Real New York tour with Tim Dillon.
Now, what's Tim do for that? Because I love Tim Dillon.
Love.
Well, he used to have a day job as a New York tour bus guide. So now he does. Now he's gonna take people on a double-decker bus.
It's always been a dream of mine to be a tour guide. And I'm not even just saying in New York. Wherever I go, I wish I was a tour guide here. I wish tour guides paid more because I feel like I would get some laughs and I would educate people.
Is there a way to combine your talents, tours, and being a lawyer all into one umbrella?
You're making fun of me now.
No, I'm not.
I have a lot of
I'm
dreams.
saying these are all
Stop
good
it, Gail.
skills. Fuck you, Chris.
All right, you two. All right?
You're on the left.
That's why I know you're not next to her because we would never put you there. All right, number 3.
Too touchy.
Would you bang him? Put on by My Wife Hates Me.
Oh, this is the new show that they're doing?
Yeah, new game show.
So this is a brand new game show, and the concept is the comedian comes out, does 5 minutes, and then a panel of lovely, lovely women then judge, would you bang him based on his comedic performance?
First of all, sexist.
Yes, sexist. But that's what's great. It's a whole new world.
Whole new kind of sexism.
Yeah.
So that's great. Yeah. Congratulations to you, the My Wife Hates Me crew. This is brilliant.
So this is hosted by Rich and Bonnie.
Great.
The comedians who are going to be performing, Chris DiStefano.
Well, first of all, the answer is yes. Go ahead.
Sam Morril.
Yes again.
Mike Yard.
Of course.
And Aaron Berg.
Well, Aaron Berg ripped.
Yeah.
And has the bald-headed thing that I want Vito to think about doing.
Do it, Vito.
I think that could be very good, and then we wouldn't mix you up anymore. The female judges that night, Karen Feehan, very, very funny.
Hilarious.
Lynn Koplitz.
Love her.
She's awesome.
Tammy Pescatelli.
My favorite girl.
And what's this here? Gail Bennington.
Whoa! Well, give me the time and date for that.
So that's November 2nd, 10 p.m. at the Village Underground.
Is that the day after we do our thing?
That is the day after Comedy 101.
So we have 2 nights in a row. All right, what time do we have to show up?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Aren't we judging whether or not we bang these young comedians or not?
Actually, I was just me that was asked to.
I'm sure if you check back in with Rich and Bonnie, it's both of us.
The panel's all women, though.
Do you want to be the next Jimmy and Opie? Because this is where it started happening. And before you know it, I have your name taken off the board over there.
I don't want that to happen. Look, this is My Wife Hates Me presents. I don't make the rules. This is the way they set it up. They have the
so
ladies.
You're saying it's not like they called for us. It was just you.
It was specifically me. I was asked because they're having women come on and judge. But isn't that exciting?
It is exciting. It's very, very exciting. So that's going to be a fun night. By the way, other than us, they come up with the best ideas for shows. I shouldn't have said other than us. I should have just said they come up with the best ideas for shows because they always invite us. Like last time we got to do it with them.
Yeah, exactly.
The time before that we got to do it with them. And now this time we get to do it with them.
Not really so much as.
This is my first time in a producing role. Very, very excited about this. Here's what I want to do, Chris and Vito. Right. Everybody gets headsets, and you have to stay involved with me at all times.
Awesome.
I don't know. Christine tends to have these things pretty locked down.
Christine is producing.
Yes. That's how you know it's going to be like a success. It's a Christine joint.
I'm trying to figure out how I fit into this great night, because this show sounds like a hit. You know what I say?
What?
Let me wet my beak a little bit. If everybody's drinking, let me wet my beak a little bit. So this is very, very exciting for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited to do it. And I'm so excited to do it with such a lovely group of judges.
I just was looking at my calendar. I can't make it that night. I'm going to be driving around North Jersey crying.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, Jesus, Ron.
I mean, comedy is a girls' club. That's the problem.
That is. It's so tough for me to break in.
It really is difficult.
And when I say tough to break in, I mean break into people's houses.
Because, it's just like the ladies take care of the ladies. You know what I mean? Like that comes first.
Sisters are doing it for themselves, like with this Hillary.
Yeah, sisters before misters.
Okay, I'm liking that. Hoes before bros. Gotta be a nasty girl. Hear that she's running for president. She must be a nasty girl. Well, I don't know if this means I'm out or I have to wait until I hear something.
I think you would have heard by now.
Oh, I know I would have heard.
Just seems like they just wanted the ladies to judge.
Yeah. Okay, well, have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm very excited.
What time will you get home to find the note that I leave behind?
What's it going to say?
Are you satisfied now? I'll try to kill myself and then have the funeral for the night you're supposed to do that.
Oh, that would be really messed up.
Congratulations to you, though. This is going to really be a fun night.
I know.
And the crew that you're working with is unbelievable.
So many incredibly funny people. And, again, Chris DiStefano, Sam Morrill, Mike Yard, Aaron Berg, and Lynn Koplitz, Karen Feehan, Tammy Pescatelli, and myself. And, of course, Rich and Bonnie hosting, which means it's going to be hilarious.
Oh, unbelievably hilarious. Congratulations to you. Remember, like, when, with Kids with Creeps, when Voss stood by next to the wall and it was driving crazy they didn't have a mic?
Yes.
Now I don't think that's funny as Bobby
it doesn't sound as funny.
Yeah. I also have to bring this up. So last night, Bert, I said, are you watching the game? And he goes, no, I'm doing press tonight. So I go, what press? And he goes, well, I got Robert Kelly's podcast, and then I'm doing Race Wars after that. And I thought to myself, we're calling this press now. I mean, I remember when press was the New York Post, the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Chicago Tribune, the Miami Herald.
Yes, any of the papers.
I bet these kids couldn't even go around naming the papers, though.
The papers.
Got to get the podcast. Get the podcast. You think anybody's going to say that?
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Ring to it. Thornton. Sean Thornton. By the way, I went sitting next to the stage with us to be Kathleen from the Bronx. This is going to be her breakout night.
That's very exciting.
She is going to audition for the part of daughter on the nights that you can't make it because you're out doing stuff with Rich and Bonnie.
Boy, I thought you'd be happy for me.
Oh, I am happy for you. I just wanted to be happy for us. Plug away. This is really great.
Would You Bang Him is live at the Village Underground on Wednesday, November 2nd, 10 p.m. Go to thecomedycellar.com for tickets and more information. Hosted by Voss and Bonnie. It's going to be super, super funny.
They're the funniest. And some of us are judges.
Well, yeah, me, for one.
That wasn't even the end of that.
No.
Oh my God.
I just got so excited. I just started jumping into my own plug.
Yeah.
And then the Trump dump, the last rally with Anthony Tanner.
I want to be at that. Where's that going to be at?
That's going to be at the Skirball Center.
Wow, that's a great place.
What's the date on that?
Thursday, November 3rd at 7:30 p.m.
It's the day after this one.
Yeah. Chris, keep moving.
And then on Thursday, November 3rd, also is the Mashup Show at 8 p.m. at the Stand.
Big J. Keep going.
Then Bridget Everett at Town Hall on Thursday at 9 p.m.
Thursday, what's the date?
November 3rd.
No,
God.
You love Bridget?
I love Bridget.
I got 2 tickets for that if you want to go.
What?
Yeah.
I would love to go.
Okay. I'll lock it in. Now you'll get to work on me being a judge, and I'll decide whether I'd lay any of these men.
Maybe I could get you some tickets, just like a
I would love
payback.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love it. I haven't heckled for years.
Then there's on Friday, November 4th, is Fancy Meeting You Here with Dave Hill and Carl Arnheider.
Nice.
Whose ass is that?
I'm not sure.
Is that?
But it's not Dave's.
Looks like it's a piece of art.
Is it?
I think.
Because if I was him, I'd get a new ass in there. I'd get a new ass model.
You want to sell tickets, dude?
Yeah, you want to move some of that.
Sex sells.
Keep moving.
New York's Funniest on Saturday the 5th at 4 p.m.
Love that show. Hopefully we'll get some of those guys to come in. It's so funny how fast people go from doing that show to getting their own specials. It's nuts. It's a matter of a year or two.
The Goddamn Comedy Jam on Saturday at 10 p.m.
I want to be at that too. There'll be no press tickets for that though. None.
And on Sunday, November 6th, What's Your Fucking Deal? At 7 and 9 p.m.
Great show. Well, Big J's dominating out there. All right, why don't we break? We'll be right back. Bennington Show. It's Bennington Show. The big Thanksgiving show is coming out, and our incredibly cool Thanksgiving poster is up. We're going to be signing some of those posters that night and give them out to a lucky few. Which pretty much means everybody.
Save one for me.
I'm going to save one for your grandfather, too. He'll get a big kick out of that. Although he'll probably hate the way that Thanksgiving is broken up that way. You know what? He gets nothing. I just changed my mind.
The Bennington Family Thanksgiving is happening Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City. Go to theinterrobang.com for a chance at free tickets, or you can email benningtongigs@gmail.com.
Now, you look at that poster, who is who, because obviously we get me, we get Gail, but Vito and Chris, and they swear that it's real, are in a battle over who's who.
I'm on the right, Ron. I am next to Gail. I'm standing next to Gail.
And Vito, where are you?
I'm obviously next to Gail. Everybody knows in Montreal we were always next to each other.
Oh,
That's
God.
a thing.
That part is true. In Montreal, they were together.
We
all the
were
time.
Yes.
we were best buds. We were never seen apart.
Now, you think because of that me and Chris would have been together the whole time, but we weren't.
Mm-mm.
We were both alone in our own world, which is our way of being together. So the illustrator has put out a press release, I understand, breaking. It would have went on for a while, but he did say. So both of you believe that you're the person on the right.
Yeah.
Gail, I'm going to let you choose now, as if this were a game show.
Yes.
There's $1 million on the line. Who is who with that picture?
Well, Ron, this is a difficult decision. They are very similar looking. Clearly the pants are the same. But based on the barrel chest on the right, I'm going to have to say my buddy Vito is on the right. Hope.
The person on the right of the Thanksgiving poster will be revealed when we come back from this commercial break.
Dun, dun.
Dun. God damn it, Seacrest, you fucker!
Fuck you, Seacrest.
Fuck me again!
What?
He
just said fuck me again.
He did it the first time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ruined me for other men.
You're disgusting. It all comes back to the same joke with you, by the way.
Yeah.
Too. You notice that? That's your consistent cucked joke.
You love to be cucked.
I don't love to be cucked. That's
It's a man-on-man
From
cuck.
the illustrator himself, the person on the far right.
Come on, give it to me.
Is Mr. Chris Stanley.
Oh, in your face! In your face, Vito!
No, that's not. He probably means the perspective of the picture.
No, dude!
Mr. Chris Stanley.
Ron, I know my own head.
I would love to see the silhouette that this photo was taken from.
Dude,
there wasn't one.
It's your hair. The dude on the left has Vito's hair. It's straight up
your
what it
weak
is.
chest.
Jesus Christ. Stop fucking just being so obsessed with bodies.
All right, look, you got
Weird.
you got beat on this.
Oh,
You got
man.
beat like a dog.
And because of you, Vito, I lost my chance at $1 million.
This is a conspiracy.
Yeah, you get nothing.
I get nothing.
Vito, you took money out of Gail's pocket right now.
Vito sent in a picture called The Newest Optical Illusion, Bill Murray or Tom Hanks. That's Bill Murray.
So
wait, no, that's Tom Hanks.
There's debate going all over the internet.
That's Tom Hanks. I saw Bill Murray first.
This morning when I saw this article, I clicked it. Me and my man were sitting at the table, and he said, "That's Tom Hanks." And I thought I was crazy. I was like, no, I don't even know how anyone could see Tom Hanks. All I see is Bill Murray.
I saw Bill Murray first, and now I'm 100% sure it's Tom Hanks. Chris, where are you?
I feel like it's Murray, right?
I think Murray's older than that. Put it up on the screen, Chris, and I'm going to go over it. I took a CSI course. There was a televised course that was on TV every week.
Now, I was so confident about this morning. However, after what happened with the Vito thing, I feel like my confidence is
Tom Hanks. Now, I will admit, when I first saw it, I thought it was Bill Murray. It's up on the iBang right now. Who dat? Now, we can scroll down for the answer, but Now, this person underneath him, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think that's
Justin Long.
I thought that was Tom Hanks.
I don't see enough age in these eyes to be Bill Murray. Wait a minute. Take that off of there.
Get that.
Chris, what are you
Hit
doing?
not now. Hit not now, Chris.
No, there we go.
It's a 3-year-old photo, they're telling us. That makes me change my mind, and I'm going to move on to Bill Murray. I've gone back and forth twice now.
I'm starting to see Hanks now.
I think it's Bill Murray because Chicago is close to Detroit, and that kid's wearing Tigers gear.
And well, the picture was taken in Scotland, so your fucking clues
dumb
are clueless.
Old lefty's wrong again. That's Tom Hanks.
All right, we're not going to give it away on the air because people should have the same opportunity. I saw Bill Murray, then Tom Hanks, but from where it's shot, I'm going to guess is a golf course.
Yeah,
interesting. See, you guys are picking up on a lot of clues. I just went facial recognition.
I understand. Girls do that. All right. And this is why Donald Trump wins 50 states, -1. Minnesota, Jimmy gave me. Hey, Minnesota's got a lot of liberals, he says, as he's sitting in New York, which is a slam dunk. But he's like, oh, I've been to Minnesota. There's a lot of liberals there.
It's all in the eyes here. It's Tom Hanks. Those are Tom Hanks' eyes.
Do you ever know Tom Hanks to go on a golf course and fuck around with people and have fun?
I'm sure.
No.
Tom Hanks loves having fun.
On a golf course, Tom Hanks has zero golfing ability.
Doesn't look like he's playing golf here. Looks like he's just on a golf course.
Like, who would just go as a spectator?
Let me tell you a Tom Hanks story that I saw him tell on the David Letterman show. Tom Hanks was working as a bellman in a very well-known hotel, and this is 2-3 years ago. No, it's obviously when he was a kid, right? So it was his job to get the stuff in and out of the cars for people. And he has the great comedian Slappy White, I believe. I believe it was Slappy White. He is taking his golf clubs and shoving them in the trunk, and he's pushing it hard. And Slappy White came running at him yelling, "Don't break the shafts!" And that was his story. And Letterman yelled out, "Don't break the shafts," for another 8 minutes. He knows nothing about golf. That is now, only because it's a 3-year-old picture, William Northside Murray. Go get your tickets to our big Thanksgiving show. We're excited about it. Gail's putting together the second act.
Yes.
First act, just us walking out there. Me and Gail, Chris Stanley.
Fun time.
Vito.
Silly.
Hopefully Marcus Hook.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hope. That's going to be Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City. Go to theinterrobang.com for a chance of free tickets, or you can email benningtongigs@gmail.com.
Where is it? In New York! Thanksgiving show, people can eat some! We're saving some turkey in New York!
Chris is just there with you at every word. Turkey.
Pop-Tart said... I'm going to tell you the truth. Not only I've never eaten a Pop-Tart, I've never bitten into a Pop-Tart. The entire idea of a Pop-Tart disgusts me.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I fucking love a Pop-Tart.
I had a Pop-Tart for the first time this past weekend.
Wait. Okay, hold on. This is timely.
Out of the vending machine here.
They have Pop-Tarts in the vending machine here?
Yeah, man.
Not when Chris is around all weekend.
Underwhelmed.
Of course you
Did you heat it?
No, I just ate it.
You're going to be underwhelmed by a cold Pop-Tart, my friend.
Some world where he walked over to a toaster and put it in.
Vito got you.
Hey, Vito, I'm sorry that I'm doing the right. I'm next to Gail, okay? So just fucking calm the fuck down.
What does that mean?
All right,
He's
Pop-Tart.
really
Sorry, Vito, but that's Bill Murray, okay? Sorry. Deal with it.
Vito called it Pop-Tart.
I like
Pop-Tart's a fucking cute name for
That's
you, man.
really
I like
cute.
that. I want everyone to start calling me Pop-Tart.
I'm going to call you
Pop-Tart to
Poop-Tart.
retard.
I don't like the second part of that.
So you didn't like it.
It sucked.
Vito, Pop-Tart?
Pop-Tart.
Poop fart.
I'm not impressed with a Pop-Tart. I don't like the idea of it.
You gotta get the right flavor. Like a good brown sugar one is really delicious.
Oh, yeah, you'd
Toasted.
love that.
Not going to go to a bakery and get something nice for myself. I'm not going to sit there and eat fucking an old thing that you then put into the toaster.
Everybody would prefer to have a nice, fresh baked good, but when you can't, a Pop-Tart will suffice.
I don't see it sufficing even if it was warm. I think the flavor I had was like birthday cake or something.
No, if you had it from the vending machine here, it was strawberry. And that's one of their weaker flavors.
That's his birthday cake, though.
I'm not going to lie. I do like a strawberry Pop-Tart. But I would agree with you. The cinnamon is the best one.
Cinnamon, ice cream sundae.
Can I just tell you this? A Pop-Tart should be for guys in the military with their fucking K rations. It's not food. It's something else.
It's a breakfast
disgusting to me.
It's not a breakfast item.
It is.
And
breakfast side.
It's a breakfast item, dummy.
Is Bill Murray.
I feel like it's Tom Hanks at like a.
You was a Murray on that?
Yeah, I never saw any Tom Hanks.
No, you know what? I went from Murray to Hanks back to Murray, but I've seen them all. Like in The Exorcist, when she would go back and forth, I know that there's something weird about that. I can see the Hanks in it. You know what got to me? 3 years old.
I can't. It's Hanks because of the eye rolls.
Yes, Chris.
But Hanks is a fancy celebrity. He goes to golf things.
He does never goes to a golf thing.
I call this
a little bit about the man called Tom Hanks.
I call this No Hanks. No Hanks for the memories.
All the memories. You never went golfing. That's really Bill Murray. Murray lives on a fucking golf course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if it was Bill Murray next to fucking Rita Wilson, I might be going like this. Wait a minute, that could be Tom Hanks. What did Barry Crimmins do? Remember Kevin Meaney?
Yeah, Kevin Meaney.
Was it a killer?
Yeah.
So sad. Did you talk to our girl about him? She's stopping by?
I didn't talk to her about it.
Come to the show today. Okay. 2:30.
All right.
See if she wants to.
Okay.
This gives you a chance to tap on your phone like you do on Tinder all day.
You love so much. Why won't you just let me see the Tinder? Because I love like messing around with other people's Tinder. I really think I'm good at it.
You know what I was thinking? I said this to your guy. I think you're having an affair.
Why? I'm
the joy you're spending on Tinder is disgusting.
I don't have a Tinder. I use other people's Tinder, and I then judge.
You're living a double life.
No.
And to do that in front of Bill Murray's picture, and it is Bill. By the way, is that Barry Crimmins or Kevin Meaney, left or right? Because one of them is Barry, the other's Kevin.
Kevin had a beard, right?
You're disgusting, Chris. Don't speak ill of the dead.
I don't think it's speaking.
He had a beard because he lived as a gay man with a wife for so many years.
That's what you meant?
You fuck.
That's really gross.
Look, anybody who has a bow tie is gay. That's 100%.
Yeah, I'll tell you that.
I see somebody in a bow tie and I just go like this. So glad you guys can get married now. You deserve it, right? And then I go like this. You know what? You should be in much pain as the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? You get a big laugh out of that.
Can't wait for your gay divorce.
Yeah. I don't think there's that many, though. Everyone said there was going to be a lot of gay divorces, but no.
Did they celebrate the first one just like they did the first marriage?
Yeah.
Like, yay, we did it.
They came out running as fast as they could away from each other. You know, if I was getting a gay divorce and they asked the reason, I would just put anal. And then in parentheses, I would say, I thought I was just giving it. I didn't know I'd be getting it as well.
It's a give and take.
Yeah.
It's a give and take.
Give and take. This anal beads. We're a little silly today. It's
a little silly because we were...
I realized I had to get up very early today.
Yeah, you had an early day. And I think we're all just giddy over this Bennington family Thanksgiving news.
Why, what's going on there? This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Well, let me tell you about it. Bennington family Thanksgiving is going to be Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City. And if you want to go, and I highly suggest that you do, you should go to theintirebang.com for a chance at free tickets, or you can email us at benningtongigs@gmail.com.
Why do you want to control those tenders? What makes you think that you know how everybody is?
Not everybody, but my close personal friends. I do think that I am a good judge of character, particularly men.
You can't tell character in a picture, can you?
No, it's like, but it's just like you get a vibe, like it's like just playing matchmaker. It's easier to do, I think, for men. Like I like to pick the women than it is.
Do you have a woman that you know that Chris would be good with? Chris, try to suck your gut in and sit up straight for a second.
That's going to be tough, Ron.
It's going to have to be straighter and suckier than that.
Straighter and suckier. I'm sucking here. All right, Chris. We have micro what?
And phones. Isolate that, please, by the way.
Like, you know what? If we're in a canyon and it's late at night, we're lost from each other, use that voice. That's fine. But when we're here and a microphone, by the way, I wasn't wearing headphones today. I saw it was really bothering Jimmy. He was like, can you hear him over there? I said, perfectly.
He was worried that you couldn't.
Yeah. He's concerned.
You don't like to wear the headphones.
I'd rather not get the tetanitis.
Yeah.
You know?
I wear them because it's chilly in here and I use them like earmuffs.
That's sweet. Maybe I'll start and just put a couple on my feet. Right? What I try to do is build a small fire under it. And I always like a dumpster fire. I don't like this. Do-do-do-do, get it back. Do-do-do-do, get it back. What movie, Vito?
Rocky.
Thank you. That finally made me like you again.
You did it.
Now, is that Bill Murray or Tom Hanks? Right there. Which
on the
one
right
is
or the
that?
left?
Bill Murray or Tom Hanks? Who is it?
That's Bill Murray.
Everybody but Chris is Tom Hanks?
It's Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks doesn't wear a rain hat. Bucket hat.
I did not know that was called a bucket hat.
It is a bucket hat. Yeah.
That was a rain hat.
Chris, why did you want to be the person on the right? Look at how crazy your hair looks.
I think it's ridiculous that Vito thought that the person on the right was him. Because
I don't see the difference in either one of you.
It's I'm looking at the dude on the left. That's Vito. That's Vito's hair. Like, that's what fucking Vito's hair looks like.
What if we just found out that one is just the inverse image of the other? It's just the same.
I'm not giving up hope that the one on the right's me. People mix this up.
Can
all
I
the
tell
time.
you? I said earlier, I think because there's a sloppiness to the shirt, to the one on the right.
Yeah.
And even though you're both wearing caps on today, and you have your caps on backwards, wait, you're both the same person.
It doesn't even matter who's who.
You're the Hanks and Murray of our lives.
He's wearing a Golden State Warriors hat for some reason.
He loves them.
I like Draymond Green. I like villains.
By the way, the Cavs won last night over your Knicks.
Yeah, Cavs won last night. Warriors lost last night.
So this was a great night for the city of Cleveland.
Yeah.
And all the little chicks with the crimson lips.
And a big celebrity showed up to give them a title last night in Cleveland.
Oh.
The Undertaker.
Why?
I don't know.
Is he from Cleveland?
Because LeBron was wearing an Undertaker shirt during the finals last year. So, like, the Undertaker, Mark Calloway, showed up and gave him
Don't give
a
away
title.
Mark's name. He's just the
You
Undertaker.
just broke kayfabe, dude.
Taker.
And I
Undertaker! How's a championship trophy for you?
thought he was from parts unknown.
Now they're known. It's Cleveland. Could you pick out somebody nice for Vito on Tinder?
Yeah, I think I could. If you sign up for Tinder, I think I could find a lovely lady for you. Because it's not only just finding a lady for you, it's also, I think that I know your type enough that I would be able to pick it. For Chris, it seems like he just swipes right for everyone, so that's not going to be as tricky.
Do you realize that they say 89% of the women that you pick out on Tinder are transgender?
Really?
89%. Did you say that we were sitting next to a transgender person yesterday? We had her snack?
When we were sitting somewhere?
Before Unmasked?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
I got the eye for the transgenders in New York.
Do you?
I'll find them. I don't know. At least I saw one I'm fairly sure of. I wanted to ask.
Please don't.
Why? Is that bad?
So as a trans person.
Did you, either today or at any other time in your life, identify as male? And I'm not saying mailman. I could have been a lawyer. Thing is, I wouldn't want to. There's no case that I feel like I would take. I'd just be like this with people. I got no dog in this fight. My name is Paul, and that's between y'all.
My name's Bennett, and I ain't in it.
My name's Dick. Why don't you suck it? Which yours going to be, Chris? My name's Chris, and I'll drink your piss.
My name's Chris. And I'll drink your
Perfect.
piss.
Come on, Pop-Tart, think of a better one.
Are you guys ready to get the answer for this? Come on, go back to Murray. I'm ready to give out the answer right now. It's Murray or Hanks. Gail?
I am now and always have been Murray.
I went Murray, Hanks, back to Murray. Vito?
I'm going to stick with Murray.
Now, you don't see any Hanks in there at all.
No, it was one of those things where I opened it up and I went, oh, that's definitely Tom Hanks, and then the bucket hat.
My thing is further away. Closer, it's definitely Hanks, but further away, wait. No, I just went just the opposite.
Further away, you're thinking Hanks. Close up, you think Murray.
But then when just after that, it switched on me again.
It's Hanks.
Now, I thought basically on nothing more than the fact it took place on a golf course. I didn't realize bucket hats were so primarily. I said Murray. Anybody here that wants to can switch their vote before I find out the answer.
I'm Hanks 100%. Ain't changing.
What would you do if you're wrong?
Oh, God.
Would you suck Vito's ass pipe?
I'm not going to suck or eat out Vito's ass.
Why?
Sounds like you feel like you could be wrong. Trump said this today. I want to do for our country what I did at this new hotel.
What?
Oh, God.
I don't know. It's a crazy thing to say.
So personalized robes?
Trump also said it was rude to ask why I'm off the trail and at a hotel event.
I don't think that's rude.
Kellyanne Conway just said like this. The second this election's over, I'm killing myself.
I just want her to be free.
Yeah, she works hard. She's a cute one there. What's her name?
I don't know who that is. Katie Tur?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Not my biggest. The other one. Did you get her to booked on the show?
I'm reaching out. I'm waiting to hear back. MSNBC.
Sounds like we're nobody. What did you do? Just call NBC? Hello, is this NBC?
Yeah, talk to me to NBC, boy.
Hello, NBC. I went down to the third floor. I was looking for.
You probably want to be on my show.
I'm about to give it off. It is America's most beloved actor, Mr. Bill Murray.
Yeah, God damn it! I never doubted.
2 clues I had. 3 years old, because I know that's not Murray now, but that could have been him 3 years ago. And then when I saw that it was on a golf course.
And the bucket hat.
And the bucket hat, okay.
God, the bucket hat, just nonstop.
But he was right.
He was right on the bucket hat.
With the bucket
I mean, you
hat.
might find it annoying, Chris, but looks like you're going to be sucking on a tailpipe.
Yes, come on in here, Vito.
Lube it up for you, baby.
Vito's enjoying this, huh?
What did you say, Vito?
Said I'm going to lube it up for him.
Why would you
For
lube
me to suck on
this up? That doesn't make sense.
Extra slippery.
No one says, I'll give you some lube for sucking purposes. On anyone's body. Because you're going to like this. You got lube?
So loopy.
Yeah. That's why I can't understand why massage therapists go down on people after giving them a handy. It's so fucking ridiculous.
I guess you're right. That is the most confusing
If I was a massage therapist, I'd go like this. First, we're going to wipe and wash off some of this lube. And then you're going to get the ending you're looking for.
I think at the very least you have to pick. Now just let me know if you want me to hand or mouth, because it's not going to be both, buddy.
If I was a massage therapist, I'd probably go like this. Wouldn't you rather blow me? Oh, no. That doesn't work. Okay. I just thought maybe it was something you're not into.
Just throw it out there.
Just, I'm lube free, so it just seems like that makes more sense.
We find out if we're getting our friend here?
She'd not get back to me.
She not get.
You know why? Because your fucking text doesn't go from one floor to the other.
That'd be so sad.
You're sad. You've been saying for years you're getting rid of that phone.
My contract's up next March.
This March.
First of all,
This March.
it's the only contract that you have. Which is sad. He's a contract baby, and it's going to be tough to get him back on that phone. All right, why don't we break real quick? When we get back, well, Chris, no, you know what? We haven't done a Vito's thought in a while. Vito, what is a thought that you're having that you'd like us to figure out for you?
So, do you ever watch somebody eat a food like a Reese's or like a string cheese, like string cheese specifically, where they just fucking bite into it? And you're just like, that's not how you're supposed to eat this. And it just infuriates you.
All right. This is weird. Chris saw that I was sickened today by somebody next to us in McDonald's. And I think it doesn't totally go on with what you're talking about, but it's close. We'll be back with that dramatic breakthrough on Bennington.
It's like a 140-character live journal. It's hashtag Bennington. Tweet it.
It is the Bennington Show now. Vito asked us a question about, is it people that discuss you the way they eat?
Just like people eat things in stupid ways. Like if somebody opens up a bagel and eats it open face like some weirdo, or bites into string cheese when it's called string cheese.
You gotta do it one at a time. I don't like anybody eating half a bagel.
You mean like open face like this? All right, I thought for some reason you meant bagel to the face.
No, high face bagel.
If somebody said to me, have a half a bagel, I would cut it, open the second part of the bagel, that half, and put the cream cheese in the middle.
The only circumstance that I would eat an open face bagel is if we're talking about a bagel with butter. And the only way I want a bagel with butter is if it's like we're talking about a shitty bagel that you are forced to toast. So like a real proper bagel should be eaten like a sandwich. If it has cream cheese on it.
Well, first of all, you came up perfect with the butter. Now, I say this, if you're using butter as a toast, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to have a bagel and cream cheese, that's a standalone meal. If I'm going to say, if I'm in a fucking diner and they go toast or bagel, and I go, oh, interesting idea. Yeah, give me the bagel. Then I'm going to open it, butter, maybe a little jam, and eat that with eggs and sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Go Cubs.
There you go.
Now, I saw something today, Vito, that reminded me of what you're talking about. So Chris and I are over spending a little time, just buddy time.
Mm-hmm.
Just the two of us.
Little pals.
Throwing down.
After the Sam and Jim show, or the Jim and Sam show. So we're sitting upstairs in the McDonald's down on 6th Avenue. Gentleman next to me has a chicken sandwich. As I look over, he's tearing the chicken sandwich to shreds and then eating little pieces. Yeah. And I look at Chris and I'm like, And I'm telling you now, if this was Westworld, that fucking robot's getting shot in the head. Period.
Who would even program a robot to fucking eat like that?
Thank you.
Messier than just eating a sandwich.
They sell chicken nuggets.
At McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they invented chicken nuggets. What am I thinking of?
All right. I'll tell you mine, because mine is sandwich related.
Interesting.
So we're talking about like a regular sandwich that you would make at home with sliced bread. We're not talking about a roll.
Okay.
We're talking about like you would make a peanut butter and jelly, or if you were making, like a ham and cheese.
A tuna fish, and egg salad.
So you'd cut that sandwich into triangles, let's say. So you're half. So what you're left with is a sandwich that is shaped like
a diagonal slice, yes.
So you have a diagonal slice, and now you're left with this triangle. I hate to see somebody take their first bite down the middle of that sandwich like a little kid, in which either peanut butter and jelly or mayonnaise or mustard, whatever you have, starts to be on the corners of their cheeks like they're a 5-year-old. Bite the corner like an adult and work your way around.
You use the correct term. A child bites into that.
And I have seen adult men do this. Bite the middle of the sandwich like a little kid.
Put them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Sick.
Shame.
Do we have a Bennington Instagram?
I think we do.
We do, from back when we did the halls.
Really? That's where it came from?
Yeah.
Get that started again, and then people can send us Instagram of anyone biting the center, because that's disgusting.
That's horrifying.
Chris, you got one of these? You got a Vito disgust you?
I think when people put ketchup on eggs, it's pretty fucking rank. I feel like ketchup has no place in the breakfast arena.
Yeah, but I would say that that's not like a method of eating, like the way he's talking. He's talking about like when you approach the meal from incorrectly.
So Chris got it wrong.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. I mean, we could all talk about weird condiments that go on things that we don't like. But this is, you have taken something that should be eaten in a certain way.
All right, I'm gonna give you one, and this is movie related. I don't like to hear people shaking their fucking popcorn bag.
What are they shaking?
They're trying to shake the salt down, right?
Oh.
But it's happening long into the movie.
Yeah, that's
And they're
rude.
just constantly shaking the bag.
Yeah.
And I turn around every once in a while, I go like this, shake that fucking bag one more time. I'm fucking begging you to.
You're not supposed to be shaking it like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
Which you shouldn't even be doing anyway.
I did, though, when there was Polaroids. I used to shake it all the time. So you don't have one, Chris?
Well, eating pizza with a knife and fork is fucking insane.
Well, we know that, Chris. I mean, we're going to go back to that again? Everybody agrees on that.
Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to say that you fucked the whole game up.
I ruined it.
But, I mean, it seems like you can't get out of this
you did.
rut.
I couldn't let you get away with it.
You couldn't get out of this rut now. You got another one, a good one?
Yeah. I mentioned it briefly before, but I've seen people take string cheese, and the name is string cheese for a reason, because you pull the pieces of cheese down, and some people just bite into it like it were a hot dog.
First of all, anyone who eats string cheese, you should stop being friends with.
Again, that's a child's food.
It is a child's food.
Is that for adults?
I mean, they have them at vending machines a lot, and like if it's it's like 4 PM, you're like,
as an Upper East, no one else does this, right? You wouldn't get any string cheese down south, would you?
I don't know. I mean, I know little kids.
No.
I don't think so.
The answer's no. This is something that disgusting Northeast ethnic types do. I mean, they sell it in 7-Elevens, and it's not cheap. You know what I mean? And it's not cheese. It's not cheap, and it's not cheese. I'd rather somebody get a fresh half of American cheese and just sit there and eat slice by slice before they do string cheese.
Now, what if somebody that took a stack of sliced cheese and just bit into it like a sandwich?
But it's mozzarella cheese.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's for like a kid. Yeah, it's like for a kid's palate.
By the way, wine and cheese, I think you either need bread or a cracker along with that. Not just cheese and wine.
If somebody was drinking a glass of red wine and eating string cheese, I mean, this person's got a foot in each camp.
Piece of garbage.
Now, I was at a place not too long ago, and they just had cheese with no cracker or bread, right?
Yeah.
And they go, some wine? I go, does the wine come without a glass? Because this isn't fucking finished over here. Why should the wine? Why don't you just pour it in the cup of my hand and I'll start sucking it up into my palm?
What about a cured meat, though, becomes the bread or the cracker
I've
of the
done
cheese?
I'd rather have a cracker with meat and cheese on it. Then it's almost like a sandwich for a giant at that point. I don't mean you'd give it to a giant. You feel like a giant. All right, Kevin, Rhode Island. Kevin.
Yeah, hi. I used to live in New Jersey, and I used to go to this diner down around Trenton and regularly would see a guy eating pea soup through a straw.
That is disgusting, and I've never even heard of it before.
What? First of all, how often is this guy eating pea soup?
Every time I saw him, and this is the weird part, he would have 2 bowls.
Two fucking cups, then. I mean, first of all, I do agree that soup is just a beverage.
I mean, I've made this point before.
Yeah.
It's a savory beverage.
Tom, what's up? Tom, North Carolina. Damn it, he's got a good one. Have we lost Tom?
Check back with Tom.
That's terrible, because that's great. Brendan, what's up?
All right, so it's one of those things, again, you were just talking about pizza, but, Pizza Hut, when they first came out with that stuffed crust pizza and they were trying to throw it out there that everybody has to eat their crust first and go backwards with it, that always just irked me because you save the best for last, and that's usually the crust in the first place.
Well, first of all, it's the exact opposite of the reason they have crust.
Yeah.
Crust is like a handle.
Look, I've said it before, it's a sanctuary from the cheese. It's a break that happens. You're eating cheese and sauce, a little break from it. And then repeat.
Here's John. John, what's up?
Rice with a spoon drives me nuts.
Oh. I can't imagine.
I understand, but what about when when you put the chili on top of the rice?
I mean, maybe then we're talking about a different circumstance, but now I'm just imagining someone with pork fried rice and a spoon.
No, I would never eat it with a spoon.
Disgusting.
Yeah. I just tried to come up with an example where it may be best suited to have a spoon, though. And that's one on top of chili.
I've never eaten rice without a spoon.
Oh my God! You brought this topic up, and you're one of them.
Spoon man,
freak! How do you eat? The rice will fall through the fork middle.
Looks like Spoon Man and Pop Tart are best friends.
That doesn't make sense. The rice will fall through the fork.
Dude, go out to a fucking restaurant and see if you get a spoon for your rice. Look, suppose you've got rice next to your chicken, right? You're going to put your fucking fork down and go get a spoon?
But when you're at like a Chinese place...
We're not at a Chinese place.
No. That's the only place I get rice.
You don't get rice on your fucking anywhere else in your life.
I only like Chinese rice.
First of all, the Chinese rice is rice.
And then every Mexican food?
Oh, snap.
Spoon Man just got fucked up.
Way to get him, Pop-Tart.
You know, one of you guys aren't coming to Thanksgiving.
Is it Vito?
It's going to be fantastic.
Thanksgiving is Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock in New York City. Go to theinterrobang.com for free tickets or email us at benningtongigs@gmail.com.
You know what? They just had Tampa Bay pictures up on Fox News. I was trying to get Chris to look up where you grew up. It's a paradise. It's another day in paradise.
It's beautiful.
And I look out here and it's just like a shit weather. It's
cold.
And this fucking guy's eating a spoonful of rice.
I'm gonna vomit.
I look at those pictures of Tampa. I go, that's home, Johnny. That's home.
It wasn't used in that way. It's not being attacked by the bugs.
Goddamn bugs got us.
Let's go to Devin. Devin, what's up?
Yeah, I got a friend that eats cereal with a fork because he doesn't want the milk like in his mouth when he's chewing. He just likes the cereal soaked in the milk.
First of all, that dude's hilarious. Anyone who's acting like I don't want milk in my mouth when having cereal.
Why wet it then? Why not eat dry?
It sounds like he's Kramer. Who could even fucking think that you would eat cereal with a fork?
I question that guy's actual being real. I mean, that seems
stop
crazy.
it, Chris. There's no liars here but you.
Oh, okay.
You're the only liar in this place.
Because remember the Tinder thing?
You got the conspiracy off Reddit?
Here's Ray, Strong Island.
Okay, my son eats pizza. He doesn't fold it side to side. He folds it from the top to the bottom. It drives me crazy.
That is strange.
It's aggravating. We talk about it all the time.
Side
it drives
to side,
me crazy.
like you would do it.
Right.
He takes the thing and pulls it over top of the crust.
It's like the corner, like the very end of the triangle then meets the crust?
Tip to the bottom, yep.
Yeah, you're calling it right.
Highly unusual.
Does make me want to have a slice of pizza tonight, though. I will say that. God damn it, I will say that.
I had some 2 nights ago. I loved it. I have a new place. I told you about it.
Yeah, but you acted like you were going to bring it in once on the subway.
Here's the problem with bringing it in, though. It's, very thin.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So it's going to be cold by the time it gets here. You're not going to want that.
And I don't want to go over to Brooklyn because there's a layover. You know what I mean? It takes forever to get there. When they get direct flights from Manhattan to Brooklyn, I'd be glad to go.
Well, you always get really turned around with the jet lag, too, so.
Yeah. Turn around, jet lag. Guys, you take the next part. Ready? Turn around, jet lag.
Brooklyn is too far.
Oh, jeez. He doesn't even know how this song goes.
I forget.
Every now and then.
I can't
every now and then.
That part's the most fucking important part of the song.
I fucked it up. I feel like I'm eating rice with a spoon.
Oh, you try to do a callback to get
He
yourself
loves
out
a
of
callback.
it. Yeah.
He loves.
Well, callback goes where wit would. My God, I've been talking to this gentleman forever. Matty Fridays, Matty.
How are you, Ronnie?
Are you still married?
Yeah, I am.
Congratulations to you.
Actually, coming up on 15 years since I met my wife at your Halloween party.
Wow, 15 years. He was one of the people that got married hooking up on the old show.
That's awesome.
It's always exciting to me.
I think we've got to the point where we are the last people standing.
Oh yeah, that's why I asked if you're still married, because most of them, I mean, you just can't have a radio show in common and think that that's going to work.
I mean, we like the same show.
Yeah, we got a lot of babies from that, So what can we do for you, Matty?
Well, on the topic, I do drive for a rideshare service on the side, and one of the things that drives me nuts is when people bring food into the car, and I'm smelling other people's food, and it could be the most delicious thing in the world, like an Italian hoagie, and, with the onions and the oil and vinegar and everything, but for some reason, even though I love Italian hoagies, because it's someone else's food, and it's just the smell is driving me up the wall, and I can't stand it.
I think And I mean, they're eating in your car?
They're not eating, but they're like picking up food and like they're taking it home where they have like takeout or whatever like that. I don't allow people to eat in the car anyway, but it just, if they got like food that smells, and usually it could be like really good food, but for some reason, because it's someone else's food or it's someone I don't know, I just don't want their food in my car.
It seems it's an interesting premise.
Now, is it that it makes you hungry, or is it just like gross to you?
It's gross.
I think it's gross. You know, I mean, I've been thinking, like I said, like it's happened a couple times where it's like Italian hoagie or like a buffalo set of buffalo wings or something like that. Delicious food that I would eat. I just don't know. That just it's repulsive to me. That I just want it out of my car and I don't smell it.
I want to give this some thought. Thanks for calling, Manny. Glad you're doing good. Give best to the little lady, would you please? Thanks. He's grossed out. First of all, I didn't know people use like Uber. Take me to the restaurant. I'll pick up and then come back. I mean, Uber's nuts these days. But what is it about other people's food that grosses them out? Gail.
Now, this is interesting to me because it has me thinking of my apartment building. When I come home, I smell other people's dinner cooking. Gross. Disgusting to me. For some reason, it always smells kind of weird, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that. However, breakfast in the morning, if someone else is cooking bacon or I can smell like French toast or something like that, smells good. But at no point do I come home and think other people's dinner smells good.
Well, I used to live near in an area where a lot of people from the UN is. Mm-hmm. And let's just think, it smelled like a lot of Korean people.
Kimchi heavy.
Yeah, very kimchi heavy. Fish. It wasn't the best smell. And that's almost turned me off. But if someone was frying chicken, or like you said, bacon, I'm sure I would enjoy it. Why do you think he's turned off smelling other people's food?
Maybe because he's at work.
I think knowing that something's going into somebody's mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, in the way that we don't want to think about something coming out of someone's ass. Sure. Why would we want to think about somebody going into somebody's mouth?
You're just simply not down with OPF, is what you're saying.
I'm saying that's where he is. Matty Fridays is right now. And that's 15 years after I changed his life by introducing him to Miss Wonderful. He's Sheepy's brother-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Vito, you're the only string cheese guy out there.
String cheese is phenomenal. Especially when you buy it from Trader Joe's and they have like a nice mozzarella, like fresh mozzarella.
Is it packaged for grown-ups? Is it for adult?
I mean, it's pretty hard for those kids to tear them open, so.
Bobby, Massachusetts.
Hey, what's going on? So I used to live with a guy in college.
Mm-hmm.
He needed a hot caffeinated beverage in the morning, and he couldn't stand coffee or tea, so he would microwave mugs of Coca-Cola.
Oh, I've never heard of such a thing in my life.
What?
No,
yeah.
I don't.
And a pinch should be Mountain Dew.
This is the first time I've ever heard this in my 27 years, and it's disgusting.
I don't know why, but it just gave me an instant headache just thinking of that.
Hot Coke?
Yeah.
Why not just leave it in the trunk of your car and go out and drink it out? Let's suppose like you were really thirsty. Could you drink a hot Coke?
That's been left in a car, or do you mean
trunk?
I don't think I could. No.
I have.
I think.
But you even did one that was open all the time.
You had a Cokie in the Pokey, is what I heard.
Oh, that's his ass, right?
Where'd you hear that?
From Michelle. Hey, Adrian in California.
Hey, I have this habit. I'm subconscious. I just don't eat the last bite of my food ever. I don't know why. I can't do it.
Makes you sick?
Is it like a pour them out for the homies kind of thing?
Maybe. I don't know. My wife points it out to me. I'll be about to like throw my plate in the sink, and she's like, "You didn't eat your last bite." I'm like, "Oh yeah, do you want it?" And like it's like that every time. I don't know what it is. It could be something that I love, and I just won't eat the last bite.
That's crazy to me because the last bite is normally like the bite I'm most excited for because I have made the meal like lead up to that last bite. That
it's very satisfying.
Yeah.
I don't know what
and
it
then
is.
Immediately
I don't want it. It's weird. It could taste good. I just won't want it.
These are really disgusting things. They're starting to make me grossed about things. Chris in North Carolina.
Hey, so in the South, barbecue's a big thing.
Yes.
But I've been up north and I've seen people take ribs and peel the meat off the bone and eat it with a fork.
Well, some people, they are disgusted by their fingers touching or their mouths eating something where even their own fingers have been. These people I would call maniacs. I don't sit around and cut off things like that.
In fact, I probably have the opposite affliction, which is making things that are not hand or finger foods into finger foods. For
Chris,
example,
you have any of that?
Oh, no. I mean, I eat anything with my hands.
What about you?
Yeah, I'll eat salad with my hands if I'm not in public.
If you're not in public, salad is fantastic with your hands. It's better because you don't get the metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just biting directly into salad because you don't stick it all the way into your fucking mouth, tasting your own fingers. But you're like this. You're just treating it like it's grapes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching this movie.
Well-dressed.
Yeah. Well-dressed grapes. Sometimes I like, try some of the grapes in the salad. All the finger food goes together.
You're fun.
I try to be fun because there's an old thing that I live by, right?
Uh-huh.
If you're bored, then you're boring, you know?
Oh, my God. I got to write that down. That is good.
I hear the voices in my head, and they sound like they're snoring.
Yeah.
So then if you're bored, then you're boring.
Bah.
But yeah, I try to make every day a fun day, you know? Like I'll go like this. Give me that big Mexican sombrero. I'll put it on. CJ, California.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
This just happened last night. I don't know if you agree with me, but I was watching the World Series downtown at a bar. This guy, three stools down, he ordered some kind of buffalo wings. His snot is running down his nose. He's wiping his nose. He's blowing his nose. And it's just like, dude, there's a whole other event going on besides you eating wings. You're going through some kind of metamorphosis. It was just disgusting watching this guy's nose run. He's blowing it, and then he's wiping his brow. He's wiping his forehead.
I am disgusted by people who are sweating from anything that's happened from the inside. You know what I mean? It's one thing if you're running and you start sweating, but if you've eaten so much food that you have to start mopping your brow, that's disgusting to me.
Yeah, or watching it something draining out of their.
First of all, everything you say about the nose running shouldn't be on TV. We all agree with that.
No.
There's the new Trump Hotel. This is the amazing thing. It's going to be $39 a night to stay there. The place is beautiful.
Nothing.
The Bennington family Thanksgiving. This is our night to bond and tell you, the listener, just how thankful we are.
Join us. Break bread with us. Monday, November 14th at 7 p.m. at the Hard Rock Cafe in New York City. Go to theinterrobang.com for chance of free tickets, or you can email us at benningtongigs@gmail.com.
Just got a text from Johnny, no bread.
What?
Yeah. So you'll break turkey with us. That's so bad, everybody?
I need to stop.
You want to roll?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back and see if we can't get rolls. Did we have rolls last year, Chris?
There were dinner rolls last year.
Okay, I'll make sure it happens.
Only 4 dinner rolls?
4 dinner rolls.
First
4 people get dinner rolls.
Be there early.
Be there, be square.
I'm going to be there and be square.
Tip to be square. Chris, you ever want to jump into any of these?
Come on, Chris, get in. The water's fine.
Don't be a square.
Are you just thrown off? You feel weird? Vito, you try.
What, like just about rolls?
Oh, my God.
Is there any way to cut off the 2 people on either side?
Is there any way that you guys could start a band called the Stupid Brothers?
Possible.
I'd listen.
Yeah. I'd buy the CD and chuck it out my fucking window when I was driving away.
Let's give it a listen one time.
I have to get you 2 assholes to decide it first. We got to start and wrap this one up. Opie is next over on his station, and then here we'll be playing, I don't know, comedians talking about
comedic
stuff.
stylings of comedians.
Yeah. Gail, do you got anything to promote today?
Yes. Would you bang him? The My Wife Hates Me presents Would You Bang Him is live at the Village Underground on Wednesday, November 2nd at 10 p.m. You can go to thecomedycellar.com for tickets and more information. I'll be there. Tammy Pescatelli, Lynn Koplitz, Karen Feehan.
Really funny group of judges.
Chris DiStefano, Sam Morrell, Aaron Berg, and Mike Yard. And of course, it's going to be hosted by Rich and Bonnie, and it's going to be hilarious.
The person that the most people pick will then be with Bonnie and cucks out Rick Foss.
Oh my God. I had no idea. This is a lot of power for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're in a powerful position. This is like the Supreme Court judge. If you really think about it, you're Ruth Bader Ginsburg right now.
Yeah. I think that maybe you just changed the name to...
Chris, you have anything to promote?
Tom Rhodes Unmasked, premiering this Friday at 2 p.m. on Raw Dog.
Are you in that?
No, I'm not.
Then you have nothing to promote. Vito, you got anything to promote today?
Yeah, I have a new episode of Big Brother and the Holding Company.
There you go.
It's available on the ibang.com right now. We're discussing the upcoming eviction, which is tonight, and who got nominated. And it's a pretty funny episode. Give us a good review. iBang.
Have you guys had any guests on yet?
Not yet.
Have you tried to get any old Big Brother people?
We're having Nick at Night reach out to Dr. Well.
Oh my God.
That's too far. Have Nick at Night try to book the girl from last season to come in.
Natalie?
Who works. Yeah, book her on our show and then you guys can keep her after.
That's a good move.
I mean, that way she's playing to somebody. You know what I mean?
Look, there's some hardcore Big Brother fans loving our stuff.
I'm sure they are. We were
number 4 on Google today.
What's that?
We were number 4 on Google today.
Congratulations, boys.
Oh, that's great.
Hey, America, vote for Neely. Don't vote Scott out.
Oh, America votes?
America votes. America gets 1 vote in the eviction.
Aren't you thinking most people are already caught up in this Hillary Donald thing?
No.
They don't have time. All this voting.
Look, it's the Ball Smashers versus a late night crew.
There's a lot of people saying that third party guy is going to win in Utah. Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be really surreal.
Guess what? This is the last year we had a third party person win any state. Very quickly, we got seconds left. Chris.
Rhode Island.
What's the last year?
Oh, what's the last year?
Brother? You're out. You lose your vote. Vito.
92.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I would have thought it was 92.
Never won one in 1992. We got to go back to 1968.
Really?
And the racist George Wallace won 5 states down in the racist South.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Wasn't a proud year for us. Thank God Bobby Kennedy wasn't alive to say it. That's it for us. We'll talk to you guys again in 1974.